Well, hello everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with some of the crew with the Isles. Everybody take a look at the camera, wave, and say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to have y'all here. We're working on trying to get Sarah up and loaded, and then Evan is having fun in the wonderful world of Disney. Oh crap, Disney World. I should know. It's the only one I've been to, but Disney World, yeah. So we wish him the best and have fun, and we're mad. Just kidding. No, we're not. But yeah, welcome everybody. Before we get into stuff for tonight, just have a couple announcements up front. For those of you who are not familiar with what is going on right now, this is a D&D live play that we do. Presented on the wonderful, beautiful world of Imea, a homebrew world of Imea. Sorry, I missed the most important part to that. This server that we have for It's a Long Story is made up of 4 different parties, all from different sort of areas on the map that are all living, existing, defeating, thwarting evil on the map of the homebrew world of Imea at the same time. Which is fun. So we have like crossovers, information kind of in exchange. One party affecting another party off on the side. Evan, go spend time with your family, man. Evan immediately is mad at me for giving out his location. Sorry, Disneyland. He's in Disneyland, everybody.
Disney Paris, was that what you said?
Disney Paris. That's right. Yes. Yeah, so welcome. If it's the first time, we hope that you enjoy and relax and have and enjoy us getting into shenanigans. Before we go too far into that, some small things to talk about. Small things to get into. First and foremost, the rest of this month and going into next month is our one-shot months. So we're doing some old-fashioned one-shots, a lot of which we actually, some of which I've been running for the past 2 or 3 years, and then a couple of new ones that we'll be mixing into it, all in prepping for our new drop-in, drop-out campaign, which I have no problem actually calling it what it is now. Our drop-in, drop-out campaign that will be coming up starting in March will be our Humblewood campaign. So if you're interested in checking out a Humblewood campaign, please make sure you are staying in touch with us and following the link. Those games will come up as we go along. But in the meantime, check out the upcoming one-shots that we have now. We actually have a couple that are starting to really actually fill up. This past weekend we had the Silver Brine, which we put on Saturday and Sunday. Both got immediately filled up, which was awesome. It was super cool. We had a great time. Dan played in one of them and didn't die.
You tried really hard. I had 1 hit point and a max of 1 hit point by the end of it. So
you had a max of 1 hit point. That's right.
But you did this time, Joe.
Which is exactly the dream, honestly, is to be having players right at that level. So, yeah,
They're awesome. Do.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, please check that out. That is at. Oh, I gotta fix that link. That's not great. Let me try that again. So we're putting the link in our private chat. If you're watching this from YouTube, it is in the video description, as well as for those who are watching on Instagram, assuming that it is still going. Yeah. Sweet. Yep. Yeah. Please feel free to check that out. Also, on top of that, for upcoming campaign stuff that we have, the biggest one that we were trying to get off the ground, we've been trying to get this off the ground for a while. So this is for those who are interested in joining our Candela Obscura campaign. We have 1 person right now. We need at least 2 more. before we're able to show off how great of a campaign that is, or how great of a game that is, honestly. For those who are not familiar, Candela Obscura is a cosmic horror game designed by the folks over at Darrington Press, famous for Critical Role. Critical Role has already done a couple of playtest sort of sessions, like 3-session kind of mini campaigns. They're on their like 3rd one now. And it's amazing. It's super cool, very creepy, but it is a blast to play. We have our own version that we were moving into on that is called Shadows of the North Shore, which is taking the same concept of the cosmic horror style gameplay and putting it into a real world sort of setting, moving us to the year 1901 in a little place that is called the North Shore of Massachusetts. So if you're interested in joining or checking out and getting more information on Shadows of the North Shore, please feel free to follow that link. Also, you can follow the gameplay that we did. We did a little playtest on, and also a 3-session playtest on that on our YouTube under Shadows of the North Shore, a Candela Obscura playtest. And for those who are watching and not wanting to kind of like check out any of these links, but are just curious on where to find them, it would be at startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. All right. And then lastly, if you're interested in supporting this channel in any way, the biggest, obviously, probably the most obvious way would be hitting subscribe on our YouTube or Twitch. Allows us to be able to kind of jump into more people's views and hopefully get more people involved and hey, coming into play on one-shots and things like that. So and then lastly, if you're wanting to check out our other social media stuff, we just posted our link tree in the private chat. So please feel free to check that out. Right. I think that is it. So, Sarah, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome. Fantastic. All right. So before we jump into tonight, I believe we have a little bit of a recap from our friend Drew. Drew, let us know where we left off.
All right, so we're gonna start it off do a little different. We're gonna have Zed breaking the fourth wall at a campfire, and he's gonna be talking to a little friend of his that he brought up. He uses them as like his little journals, a lot harder to find. So we'll start off. The beginning. We started off with Yoon's letter to his cousin, who was the honored the Darn Pro Tempor June Bay Aurelian. Was a beautiful letter. Talked about all of our adventures that we've gone on. As we move on, we were at a knocked out Zed, KO'd. Why he was dreaming. It was a beautiful blue sky that turned gray, ships sinking nearby. He spots an island. Going through his memory, he thought, no, this can't happen again. Decides to jump in to the water, get to the island, figure out what was going on, why he was having the same dream. While he was doing that, a skin-tingling feeling happened, told him to keep his eyes shut, started swimming. Down below was a bunch of bodies, maybe, crawling over each other, consuming the dead, and spouts of red mist going up. We go on a little forward, we venture forward. He wakes up, everybody gets a drink from some nice spiced rum. Oh, sorry, fish, didn't mean to drop you there. And we continue on, going down. Everybody's a little out of it from the previous experience that we had. As we go, Ogra goes to tell us, we need to pull over here. Some mist going on there, dark greenish, if I think. We go to pull over, she gets her directions confused. We end up running ship onto an island where we're gonna have to spend until the ship gets fixed and the water comes back on one of the 13,000 moons we have.
That's not canon. That's not canon. Above board. Everybody, that is not canon. One
Also,
moon.
did I forget to mention, we have a new part of the ship. Just to the right of the crow's nest, we have the vulture's roost. Car's favorite place to hang on. So, as we go, Ogra ends up winning, or not winning, well, she won the hearts, and she traded one of her items for what she said was a large stick. Blowing in the wind, it ended up talking back to her, and she found out she can call for help from. I know I have it here.
The
From any
Hadozi.
Hadozi that are
Yes.
close
Yep.
by. The closest one will come to aid if we need it. All right. The land was the bellowing bogs that we landed on. Ogra's home place is filled with poisonous gas, man-eating plants, and plenty of traps. As we go through, we do find out that the DM, he cares deeply about our characters, our relations, how we are, and how it changes us. And so as we venture forth, you ended up getting knocked out by the siren singing, which is due to less screaming for the children when the plants consume them. He has a little dreamscape of him as a child looking up at a tower, dreaming of what it is on the inside. What he dreamed were little mosaic tiles that he was jumping one to the other. Dragon appears, bright lights. He does a flip over the dragon and to this bright light, and he awakens from a punch from Riaris, trying to wake him up. As we're going down this little path, Riaris starts hearing from his earring telling him that there is a belly of the beast going on here and we're heading straight towards it. Also to look out for the shit that was on the road. He stepped in it. We continue on, and Carr ends up seeing some ghosts. So he ends up leading us to them. As we're going down, following these ghosts down the spiritual path, Zed, me, ends up finding not an aquatic dung beetle, just a regular dung beetle, acting a little weird, so he brought it for along for the ride. Helenor's feeling a little guilty as we're going through, closer and closer. We end up meeting this little, not a village, I guess it'd be like a guard tower, as Carr sees the ghost telling him, all of us, to come in. We're greeted with a ghost of Hilt, telling us he doesn't know much what was going on. This is all being spoken through Carr. And he says that Ogra was the main attention of these attackers and these kidnappers. He offered this blade, jewels, shining, just glints, we couldn't see the colors, to Ogra to end the lives of those that have taken lives and reunite the tribe. He bows, Carr bows back. When this is seen by Kellinor, she just has to get out of there. She's freaking out. As she walks outside, Zed sees some movement, some commotion going on with some wood. He notices there's like a little balance thing going on with a piece of wood and sees some grass moving, goes into stealth mode, and runs off. Kellinor. Actually, Riaris, Talia tells him that he needs to find who's done this, and that he will find better answers when he does. She is distressed, and you could hear the anger in her voice. Even imagine the tears rolling down her face as she says this. Kellinor, as she goes outside, everything turns gray. A woman, 5 feet in front of her, steps out of the gray and tells her that she needs to keep this going. If she doesn't, it'll be the end of her. She needs to gain the trust of the others, or it will be the end. As Zed's running after this person, a thunderous boom from the heavens comes down. And it says, "Will you stop it?" The one roll I needed you to roll was a 7. As Zed follows, he finds a goblin. He goes after him. He jumps. He goes to make a grapple. They roll down this ledge, stopping both of them from being eaten by man-eating plants. And then where we left off was me asking him if he was a fish. And he must see Ogra.
Got it. Awesome. All right. Anything else we missed, gang? Stuff that needs to be mentioned. Obviously, the conversation with the goblin hilt was kind of telling for everybody. There was something that was kind of bringing in from everybody on that. But I think, Kaelinor, not Kalinor, Kaelinor. Kaelinor had a very interesting sort of interaction with a being that clearly seems to be having some sort of power over her. Okay. Let's jump in, gang.
Yeah, if you want to know more, you can watch our previous videos in a link.
Yes, please do. Love it. That was a nice little end. Okay. Ogra. Roll me a perception check.
14.
14. With a 14, as you're seeing this, from your vantage point, Carr seeming to interact with a being that you're not really seeing. You kind of had a light seem to kind of protrude, this like sort of reddish hue seem to protrude from your hands and seem to fill your body with an intense rage, and recognizing what has been done here and what and in the full sort of bearing of retribution that is needed. You take a moment to look around at the people of your party that would be assisting you in this, and notice that you have 2 people missing. Both Zed and Kaelinor are not in this hut.
Guys, Zed and Kaelinor aren't here, and you really shouldn't leave or go around here without knowing where everything is. You could, like, be eaten or squashed or other things.
Who are you saying this to?
To Carr and Riaris, they're still here, right?
Yep, you got it. Yep, and Eunice here as well. Yep. Do you go out to look for them?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you walk out, you see. Do me a favor here. Actually, roll me in. Both of you roll me an initiative roll. So Kaelinor and Ogra. What'd you get?
I got a 13 or 14.
14.
14.
Oh.
Holy
Okay. Fantastic. So I guess at this point we'll say, Ogra, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception. Where'd you go? I want to say it's like a 13.
I need to know the actual answer.
This piece of paper sheet is weird how they have everything laid out.
Yeah, it's a
13. Yeah, 13.
Cool. Awesome. Kaelinor, roll me an active perception check.
That is a nat 1 for a 2.
Okay. So, Ogra, as you step out, you notice Kaelinor is facing the opposite direction, facing away from you, seemingly at a standstill. Hands to the sides. I think possibly clutching at a weapon on her back, but just maybe instinctively. It's hard to tell. You see no sign of Zed.
Kaelinor?
I think Kay is too mentally in that conversation that she just had that if her hand is instinctively kind of just grabbed on guard at weapon, will not hear anyone.
Okay. Kaelinor does not seem to respond.
Ogra's just gonna walk up and like slowly put her hand on your shoulder. Kaelinor, you really shouldn't be out here alone.
You feel that immediately, Kaelinor.
I think would turn and try and just kind of push the hand off and be very like a defensive stance of like, and then kind of just realize it is Ogra and kind of try and piece together that she is where she is.
Yeah. Ogra, give me an insight check, and that'll be the last of.
Insight. 18. Or no, 16. 16.
16. Cool. I'll roll for that. Okay. With a 16, you get the feeling that Kaelinor, in her natural sort of reaction of swinging around and pointing a weapon in your general direction, seems like she wasn't there for a second. In Ogra's perspective, I would say it's probably similar to where you saw Granny when Granny seemed to be like lost in mid-conversation every once in a while.
Oh, are you just like really like in deep in thought? Or do you need like help or anything?
Sorry, yes, no. Deep in thought. Is it, and you notice her kind of stirring slightly more and is kind of just like, oh, is Cart done? Are we done? You all of you, you've stepped out.
Oh, Zed's missing too.
Was he not inside the tent?
Ogra wasn't really paying attention to that.
I didn't see him. If he snuck out past me, I again lost in thought.
Kaelinor, a terrifying thought crosses your mind. As if Zed snuck out, he might have seen you. And maybe that's why he's not around.
We should find him. You said something about eating plants and it's dangerous. We should go find him.
We're not even in the village yet. There's still other stuff.
Great. Let's go find him.
The rest of you, assume Yoon kind of walks out with the rest of the party here. Riaris and Kar, what are you guys doing?
I think Riaris would have come out shortly after Ogra at the same time, but let that play out. But once it's kind of saw it done, and go up to Bay and just be like, so you don't know where Zed is? He's somewhere. All right. Does anybody have like a bell that we can put on him after we find him? I think like
Ogra has a bell, but it's Ogra's bell. No one else can have it.
Okay.
Weirdly protective all of a sudden, like just shouting out. You feel like you stepped on a nerve that you weren't aware of. I think Riaris.
Yeah, for sure. All right, no bell. I can mentally just off the list. Let's not worry about that again. I'm trying to look around for tracks, see if I can figure out any way you would go.
Yeah.
I can look. I take to the air. Not too high, but just enough circling the party. Just because Jack knows it'll make Riaris nervous. I
thought about asking for it, and then I thought better about it. And you did it anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. But Car doesn't do anything other than I'm looking for Jack.
Love it. Cool. Car, give me a perception check. Riaris, give me a survival check.
19.
Cool. Kaelinor, give me a separate survival check.
2 for a -1 for a 1.
Incredible. Awesome.
Switch out dice.
Kaelinor, tell me if you would, and then we'll handle these checks in here. What's going through your mind?
I think what's running through their mind is just, okay, how do I convince these people to get where I need them to go? How do I make it seem like it's like two thoughts of like kind of paths, if that makes sense? One side is like, cool, if I get them to, if I convince them, everything works out. But if they find out, I'm screwed. So she's trying to do like, cool, if they find out, I run. What's the quickest way to get out of here? If we manage to get out of here and they find out in Sway, cool, what am I? Who, not in a sense of who does she take out first, but like who checks off quick so I can get out.
I love that. Awesome. Incredible. I see Nav just dying inside having to play. I love it. It's so good. Stay in character. It's so good. Amazing. Cool. So Car, you look, you fly up above. You said you got a 17?
15.
15. Okay, cool. With a 15, first thing you notice is that it does seem like the path kind of continues on here where you were traveling. You see that there's other sort of small huts that are along the way, but most of them seem to be huddled into this area that's probably about maybe, I'd say no further than maybe a half a mile off. You don't notice any activity over there. You notice that there's like the wind that kind of just blows through, seems to be moving some pieces of what looks like to be like scattered cloth that's been tied to like to make it look like banners or flags, or possibly just, you know, they might have just been clothes that were just hung out to dry. But you don't see any other sort of any other activity other than that with a 15. Riaris with a 19. Looking down, I think with a 19, there's a moment where you look around and you try to think in your head in terms of Zed. What would Zed find interesting? And you look over to this. You look obviously in your general vicinity, right where you are. There's some piles here of like. Just random junk and things like that you imagine that most likely Zed has already kind of gone through. Just like tin cups, pieces of cloth, various like rigging of rope from ships long gone. I imagine just like pieces that look like metallic bookends. So just random some stuff here, but obviously we know Zed's not here. And you look over basically kind of like across the road, we'll say, and you notice that there is there's another sort of pile there that has this red cloth to it. And you see beyond that just a little space between two bushes that almost seems inviting of a hidden pathway.
I think I would point it out to Ogra and say, I think he might have gone this way. Is this safe? Do you know what we might find? Do you want to lead?
Ogra, roll me a nature check with advantage.
Mm. I had a 2 and a 3, so the 3 becomes a 2.
Awesome. Fantastic. With a 2, you know, I think with a 2, it's so bad that you know that you don't know and you should.
Ogra's really bad because Ogra's not used to going to this side of the island.
All right. I'll lead. That's fine. Just let me know if you notice anything, I guess. You know the plants better than I do.
You may want to plug your ears because you may get affected by the singing mushrooms.
Good to know. I will try to find a cloth or something and plug my ears.
Cool.
Absolutely.
I love it. Amazing. So as you walk over to that area, you see there is Give me give me an investigation check. Or actually, sorry, what is your passive investigation? I don't use this nearly
14.
enough. I'm going to use this a lot tonight. 14. Yeah, not bad. You notice that there's a stick that looks a little bit different than the rest on top of this stump. It almost looks like it's being placed there as if the stump was a table. You notice it is a cylindrical sort of piece of wood that seems, as with a 14, you notice that it seems like it's been carved down and looks like there's like holes in it, like it's a flute or something.
I would pick it up and just kind of look at it. Kind of look towards Ogra. At the same time, I think I'd try to, if I could see Carr, try to wave him down, as if to indicate, like, hey, come on down, like something's down here.
You look immediately up and you see Carr is almost directly over you. Like there's no, like you don't need to get his
one
attention.
of those, like, where is this? And I see that it's like, oh.
Yeah, he's already
Shadow
like,
crosses over your face.
That's what that shadow is. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
When Carr sees that, he'll come down.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll continue. Sorry.
No, I would hold out the flute, look towards Ogra again, Carr.
I've seen those. No lips, hard to play.
Oh, that must be so bad for you.
No, I can peck things. It's fine.
I mean, I used to play flute when I was a kid. It's been a while, but this has no otherwise meaning to me. I mean, I think feels like this is something that Zed would have seen and been interested in. Kind of one of those things. Seems like the path goes ahead. Should we take it?
No, if Zed was interested, he would have taken it, right? He takes everything.
That's true. He always picks up something, but it's something like even Ogra doesn't want.
So, maybe. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. Never mind.
Kalinar, with your 2, you are looking everywhere where they are not, hoping to be able to kind of find something that they don't. So I think you looking in the general vicinity, trying to kind of like look through tracks and everything, you find nothing. And so with a deep sigh, you recognize that most likely they're probably in the right area. So if you join them, and most likely hear at least half this conversation. Yeah, and with that, continuing with that 19 yards, as you walk over there, you do notice that there are tracks that resemble Zed's feet. But you make a note, and Riaris, it's up to you on whether or not you mention this. Looks like there are other tracks here.
I would say, well, maybe looks like there are other tracks besides Zed's, smaller ones. Perhaps whatever's on the other end of this flute was more interesting. I'm gonna hold on to it, but what was that?
Maybe a survivor.
Ogra's just gonna look at the footprint, and does it look like a goblin footprint?
Ogra, you get down on your hands and knees into the muddy sort of area where this footprint is. And I would like, I'm going to give you an answer no matter what, but give me a survival check.
That's quite a bit. 21?
21. With a 21, you recognize these tracks. You've followed this figure and his gang for some time. And there's a moment where the I think the general sort of depression and anger of this place, there's a moment of hope that's filled with like joy. And of all the people, this is not your favorite, but in the idea that someone might have made it out safe, Ogra, you recognize that these are Beaver's footprints.
Ogra just like sniffs it and like takes a bit of dirt and licks it.
Yes.
Beaver! Beaver! And she's just gonna start running with the track, just yelling Beaver. Just like dun, dun, dun.
Yara starts looking towards the ground for a moment, like he's going to see a beaver and wondering where the river is.
Yeah.
But then sees her run away, so goes,
Oh, nickname, I guess. I don't.
Hopefully.
right?
Riar is the
Although
thought
you
cross.
have wombats, Joe, so I wouldn't put a beaver.
That's true. That's 100% true.
Wouldn't put
That's
that
true.
past you.
No. Riar, there's a moment that does cross your mind as you did see the footprints. So you're like, as you saw that Ogra had bent down, smelled and licked. You're like, how do you know who that is? As you all, I think, follow Ogra in that direction. Cool.
I think there's also a little bit of like, of course that would make sense. Like not like surprise Matt being like, yeah, all right, now we're off. Here we go.
Yep. You question whether or not Ogra is memorizing everyone's foot scent as you all run off into the brush of the woods. And with that, we're going to pause this scene and go to another scene. Not too far off. There's a visage of green as we see on the crest of a kind of like the summit of a hill that has that has a sudden drop off. We see a interesting looking sea elf holding a tiny goblin in his hands over the cliff. We hear the sort of subtle sounds of snapping just in the background. And we hear a struggle as we zoom into the rest of this conversation.
Down. Okay, let me go.
All right, but you got to come with Ogra, and there is one thing that you got to do for me.
Okay, let me go first.
Kind of let you go, but the one thing you're gonna do for me.
What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. We don't know what that means.
I'm holding him like this, but there's one thing you got to do for me.
So you're not kind of letting him go.
No, I'm still holding him.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take a step back from the cliff.
Okay.
You're gonna help me get through this place without both of us dying. And you know how we're gonna do that? I'm gonna tie you to my back. I did this with a grouper once. He was injured, and I helped him.
I just feel like you're doing like to this.
He's like kicking and stuff.
Roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. 19.
Pretty good. I rolled a nat 20 as this thing kicks you in the balls, drops down, and immediately runs through your legs and takes off running. As he's running out, he's just shouting,
Fuck you! You're never gonna catch me.
It just runs out. For the record, you threatened to tie this thing to your back.
Yes,
It's
so I was
definitely
gonna have him,
going
like,
to run away from
looking
that.
over.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to fly with Beaver. I would like everybody besides Zed to roll me a perception check.
Nine.
Okay.
15.
15? Not bad.
9.
Nat 20, sir. 21.
Nat 20. With a nat 20, Keelan, where do you think you are in this group as they're moving forward? Do you think you're kind of closer to the back?
Yeah, probably kind of
50
taking
behind.
the real end.
You got it. Cool. First up, did anyone else roll above a 15? Kaelinor, well, actually, everybody, as the group is moving through the jungle here, you see all of a sudden something that makes you stop in your tracks, Ogra, something that you haven't seen before. Beaver's footprints split into 3 different sections.
Ogra needs someone better at tracking.
Okay. Kaelinor, you hear the subtle "fuck you."
She's gonna very, like, just do that thing when a librarian tells you to kind of like hush, to kind of like to try and like just make everyone try and listen to that little "fuck you," and try and follow in that direction of it.
Okay.
But it's kind of slower in walking there.
You got it. Kaelinor, you also recognize that this presents an opportunity as you look around at the rest of the crew, and they don't seem to have heard this.
Oh. Okay. She's just still gonna try and follow that noise and be like in 2 minds of whether to curry favor or, yeah, still feeling conflicted, I would say.
It. Okay. But still following the path of where you hear that voice.
Yeah.
You got it. Cool. So all of you start to walk in that direction. You, for the record, Kaelinor, you do not hear another shout, as it wouldn't necessarily make sense. Flipping back over to Zed, what does Zed do?
I'm going to probably get back up on my feet, chase after him, and I'm going to yell, "You're going to be my trap detector. I got a stick and a dung beetle to go back to."
Okay, you got it. I will say, because you yell this from the point of where you are, the same thing sort of applies. The perception check that we had before works the same way because it's coming from the same place. So, in that, therefore, Kaelinor, you hear Zed's voice.
I think she's not going to take off running, but kind of like push forward to the front of the group and just keep walking in direction that she's hearing Zed's voice and just keeps like following it.
Okay.
Very kind of hellbent. Yeah.
Okay. You got it. Absolutely. Cool. Zed, do you continuously shout?
I'm probably gonna yell just to see if he would stop to turn around. I've got something to I got something to give you.
No. As a DM that knows the NPC, as you had threatened to tie it to your back, no.
Alright, so I'm probably gonna be annoyed and I'm gonna I'm gonna kick it in the second gear and just run as fast as I can.
Okay.
And just try to grapple him.
Well, you don't know where he is. He just ran into the bushes.
Oh, he did?
Yes. So roll me a survival check.
Okay. 10.
10. Cool. You're shouting this as you are running into the bushes of the general direction of where this goblin took off. I think you ran about a total of like 60 feet till you realize that you've totally lost the track.
That damn fish. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna call him Fish. Just really cool his life. Let's see, where am I?
Yeah, you look at, you like try to like look at the sun that's hard to see through the fog, and the canopy itself that's under you. You're in relatively pretty tall grass. I'd say up to your waist. Roll me a d4, Zed, in which direction you go.
All right. That is a 1.
Okay, you got it. So, with a 1, you try to get an idea of where to go, and it is you are truly lost, I would say, at this point. So, Zed, and for the record, you can choose to say, like, I stay put. Or... But you don't, I mean, there's nothing that's necessarily telling you that there are people that are on their way either. So, so I'm going to ask you this. Do you think Zed would move in a direction, or do you think Zed would stay put?
He's going to look around, notice that he's lost in like a kelp forest. And then he's going to pick up a blade of grass, put it between his thumbs, and just start blowing it. And just walking on his merry way, the way he thinks that he's gonna be, just making noise as he goes.
You got it. So, because you're moving in a different direction, I will allow everyone to give me another perception check.
Sorry.
Natural 20.
17.
11.
13, okay. 11. Ogra, you don't hear anything. You're not really sure. There's a possibility that maybe there's some goblin gunk left in the ears. But you do follow your party's understanding of hearing a noise. Riaris, you hear a high-pitched squeak. I'm going to say with a nat 20 because that's incredible. A nat 20 for what?
For what?
Yeah.
Like, what am I looking out for? Or go
No,
for
sorry. What's the total?
Oh, 22. Sorry.
22. Okay, cool. With a 22, you hear a high-pitched sort of squeaking sound. It's... Man, this is Harkus Riaris. Riaris, you are the most unfamiliar as anyone here of the creatures that exist in this ecosystem. So with a nat 20, you get the idea that something is moving to your so if you were imagining where you're walking is north, it would be north by northwest, so like right in the middle there.
I imagine like how he randomly picks up on it is, I mean, he has been in, his order. They've had to communicate over distance and quietly to do the things that they do. And so something about that pitch, the sound of that made, even by total accident by Zed, it was almost just like, I understand that as a call or that as a signal or something like that. And that is how he kind of trained to that sound out of, a place he does not understand sounds.
I like it. So like a kind of like in the frame of like you're imagining this as if I needed. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, like in a military situation, it's probably where to come up to it. It's like to call out and maneuver, with sounds like that. So that type of aspect, whatever tone, etc., hit out on it that triggered him to that sound, being like that's cool. Not like a it's a made sound.
Yeah. I would say also another thing you could do, because a couple of you actually rolled pretty well too, you could like ask the people around you. I think someone rolled a 17 on like, is that a natural sound that we normally hear? Which they can respond to no. So you start to head in that direction. Does everybody follow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, are we on paths here, or are we just like going through the woods?
There's no path here. At this point. Okay. There was some possibly like ran over. It's not a path. I would say it's probably like some space of like, this is where it makes the most sense to separate these, the tall grass and the leaves and things here. But yeah, as you, for the record, as you go off towards this voice, you are walking into waist tall grass.
Okay.
Anybody
fly
do
overhead.
anything else?
Also,
Okay.
you may just want to look out for sink bogs. The grass may hide like swamp areas, and you may sink immediately.
I mean, Riars was already head on a swivel as much as he could, and that's just like, just trying to see everything and seeing nothing. We'll hopefully see something, but
You got it. And fitting to, I'll reward the idea of the environment that that Ogra is giving. Kaelinor, you immediately sink your foot into something that is, you go like about like a solid foot down.
I think she's just gonna stand there and just like, I'm not moving. If you find Zed, let me know. And it's just like, if I move, I'm gonna sink. If I don't move, I'm just gonna.
It's just 1 foot. Just for the record.
Is it
just
over? It's not quicksand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
cool.
not. It's not quicksand.
I'm done. I'm done with this.
I will
You mean like-
I'll give you the
It's like
mechanic
the
here on this.
never-ending story with the horse scene.
God,
Yeah.
don't even remind me of that scene.
It will always be too soon. It will
always be too soon. Ogra gets a point of de-inspiration that I get to choose at will. No. So mechanically speaking, you get the feeling that this is any sort of movement in here is going to be difficult terrain.
Okay.
As you are moving, we see Carr kind of take to the sky, looking around, and Carr, give me a perception check.
15.
15's pretty good. As you fly up, you see about maybe 50 or 60 feet off or so. Well, no, sorry, we had to be a little bit. So I'll say 80 feet off. In the general distance of where your party's moving, you see another figure that seems to be walking. So like they're walking this way, the other figure's walking this way.
Is it Zed?
Waist high. You see the bluish hair. You see that there is something else moving in the grass that you cannot see. You just see reaction of the grass. And as this is happening this way, there's another thing that's coming in this way.
Alrighty. I will go ahead and on the ground and I'll swoop near the party as I'm watching what's going on. Not in a dangerous way, but just like get closer because I need to be within 10 feet.
Okay.
And they'll see me anyway. But I use a cantrip prestidigitation to make the grass kind of fall in the direction that they need to go.
Okay. Love that.
And then I fly in that direction, not to Zed, to the thing creeping in the grass. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the goblin, but I think Zed might be in danger.
Sure. How low do you think you're flying?
I dropped down to 10 feet while they're doing that, but otherwise I'm probably thinking, it depends on how high the canopy is. I want to be below the canopy, but because I'm still worried about people following us.
I'd say varying ranges somewhere between 60 to 80 feet.
Oh, okay. So then I'd probably want to be between 30 and 40 so I get in range of most of my spells if needed, but I'm out of range of some things.
Okay.
I'm trying to play it smart. I'm squishy.
You got it.
And I don't want to become my next spirit. I don't want to talk to myself. It's boring.
As you take that moment to be able to kind of show the direction of where to go, I will say with prestidigitation, it gives a general sort of sense, but it doesn't give them any sort of advantage on their perception of seeing Zed. They're not going to be able to see Zed from that far off.
No problem.
What you do see on doing that is that following trying to follow Zed and trying to follow the direction of where this sort of shifting grass is going is going to be pretty much the same direction at this point now. as Zed. Give me a strength saving throw.
12.
12. Okay. Car, you are looking in Zed's general direction. You're about, coming back to the group and coming back to that sort of space. Zed himself will be 80 feet from you. You see Zed seem to slip and disappear into the grass.
Oh, that's not good. Is the movement of the grass was moving towards him close enough to have caused it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is there still something moving in the grass away from around the areas that disappeared?
Oh, good question. I'm going to say roll me a... I'm going to say roll me a separate perception check for this, but DC's 10.
Okay. 4.
Okay. I will say with a 4, you get the sense of... I think you take a solid, we'll say you take a solid round to see if Zed did just slip.
Mm-hmm.
And Zed's not getting back up.
Okay. Something.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Do you want us to put it in the Discord or just tell you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And
God damn.
Hey, Joe, for some reason my Discord is not opening up. I don't know why.
Okay.
And you know what? I will go. I'll do it through. I'm sure there's a reason. Don't know what it is, but I can do it through my phone.
Okay.
As soon as you rolled that 4, I thought, well, Zed had a good run.
We'll see. So I am going to be putting Zed on the map where he was, just so you, Car, can kind of make a point noticing.
Okay. And before I forget, and so I don't have to do it later because you'll get mad at me, Joe, thank you for letting me fly.
I would definitely not get mad at you for that. Oh.
Oh, I can finally see Zed's blue hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it so much easier to see you now.
True. I mean, it's like there, easy.
I like how you and I have probably the most standout hairstyles there is.
right?
Pastel pink and a baby blue, baby blue.
Baby blue. Okay. You know what? Might be just easier to do this just from here on here. So we'll say, okay. All right. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
No worries. You know what? I'll do this. It's kind of a crapshoot at this point. What's faster? But you know what? I can do this at the same time on this. So we'll say it is Ogra. It is your turn. Ogra, what you see right now is I'll give kind of Carr a chance to be able to like say, hey, I think we got trouble, like that sort of thing, so we get the idea of like what's there. But Ogra, you cannot see. Yeah, you see Carr up top pointing in a direction, but you cannot see really anything. So the waist sort of space there on that, looking in that direction, you see nothing that is above the waist.
Okay. Yep, I can't do that. Ogra is then just going to book it, just run straight 30 feet.
You got it. Okay, so because you are a little bit, Carr is that close, and Carr is actually a distance away from you. So I'm going to say within 30 feet, so to get you.
That's me. Yeah, I'm right in the middle.
Oh, there you are. Great. Okay, push back. So you are right about there. So that's your movement.
And can I do like a perception check to see what's going on?
Yeah, you don't see anything.
What am I looking for?
Carl, you could respond.
You're muted.
Zed,
There you go.
blue hair, fell
Zed?
down in front of you.
Okay.
Points with his wing.
Down there.
I have hands.
Yeah,
Pointing.
you'll get there eventually. Just head that direction. Yeah. So great.
Does a little spin on the way down with the one wing pointing.
We never talked about this, but what is the distance between me and the furthest I can summon muffins?
Uh, 30 feet. You could also action dash, by the way.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to action dash another 30 feet, and I would just like going in the same direction Car's pointing with his wing.
Action dash, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now that we've gotten to this point, I will say for everybody who's running, just because it would take you guys forever to get here, once you get to this point, we're now at difficult terrain. Does that make sense? Just to keep things sort of fair. So action, yep. Okay. Action dash is going to be, what is it, 30 feet? For Ogra?
Yes.
Okay,
30
so
more
it's gonna be
feet.
Have a 15, 5, 10, 15. Ogra, give me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty good at those. Strength. Oh god, you had to make a liar out of me. That's gonna be a 4.
Carr, you see Ogra disappears.
Oh.
Ogra, you feel vines wrapping around your feet from nowhere as you are immediately pulled down, as if this was water and you being pulled under the surface. As you feel the vines start to wrap from your feet, then around your body, as you are being restrained.
Okay. Bonus actions. bonus action. Summoning muffins it wouldn't be a bonus action, I'm guessing.
Should be on your sheet. I think we said summoning is a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I haven't printed out that one. I have the old one. That's why I couldn't find it. Then, where exactly I am, I want to summon Muffins by just going and have him right above me, flying.
Right above you. Good call.
Yeah, like a little marker, like I am here.
Love it. Actually, just to be safe, I'm gonna do the big guy for this. Easy, easy. Okay, that is going to be Kalinor's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to try and kind of get to where the Muffin's marker is.
Look at
You
that
got it.
beast.
Beautiful.
Look at that monster. You got it. Cool. What's your movement? 30 feet?
30 feet.
Knocked over you. Right about there.
Cool.
This is the kind of disadvantage to having a creature without a head. You see Muffins is flying around. Muffins can't really point out any sort of direction to you on what particularly is going on. So at this point, you still have no idea.
Okay, amazing. Thank you, Muffins. Very, very helpful.
Staying in character.
I don't know if I want to do something stupid.
Zed says yes.
Yeah, could I throw a javelin in the general direction of where kind of Muffins is landing? I just to see if I hit anything? I just...
You hear, oh!
There's a very good chance you'd hit.
I'm gonna hit
Ogra.
We all know
Ogra.
what you're doing here. I mean, we all know
Just to kind
what's
of put a point of reference to it, you would be throwing a javelin into just just a bunch of grass. That's all you would see.
Okay.
Ogra, you do that, and it looks like you're pointing to car.
happening.
No,
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 what
no,
I do.
no, look at
Yeah.
Oh,
Not car.
No,
Not car.
I have said that like Nav is sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, I won't do that. I won't do that. Oh god.
I mean, it would handle some of your problems. Actually, no, it wouldn't.
That would be bad for you, actually.
That would be very bad for
That
me.
would be bad, actually. Yeah.
Oh bollocks! I'm gonna. I can't see the thing. I don't know where it is. I have to see that to do anything. Okay. I'm gonna.
Sorry, let me take Beaver off of the screen right now because Beaver's scaring the crap out of me.
Just chilling there. He's just
I
chilling.
mean, that
I'm
face
gonna-
tied up to your back. I mean, what in the
Yeah.
world?
I
He's
apologize to
gonna be
everybody who
peering
might
right
have.
over my shoulder.
Yeah, everybody who will be seeing the cover sheet of that, which
Yeah.
is Beaver.
I noticed.
I'm sorry.
I am gonna use my action to cast Bless. Actually, I will. That's useful.
Always.
I'm gonna bless Ogra, Riaris, and myself.
Do you need to see Ogra?
Oh, I do. So it's Ka, Riaris, and me.
Cool. You got it. Okay. Awesome. So that is your action to cast Bless. Of course, I just put those freaking things away. Any bonus action?
No.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw, please, and add your Bless.
A nat 20 for a 23.
Incredible. With a nat 20, you are not having to even roll to see to have a perception of this thing. As you notice that fully imperceptible while it is hanging out on the trees and the moss on this, you notice that there is a flicker of movement immediately from the direction you're facing, which would be like south of here, immediately to your to the east. Actually closer to being behind you. As you see a vine, a collection of vines essentially, with like these like sort of flowery petals that seem to be moving, opening and closing around that direction with a natural 20 as one snakes through the grass to come and grab you. You immediately lift your foot out of the way and like go to swipe at it and miss it. That's the idea of it. So, but yeah, nice. Actually, I would call this an attack. So technically, you do have a reaction if you would like to.
I don't. We've not taken a rest. I've used all my reactions from the.
Cool.
Yep.
That's right. You guys have not taken a rest. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm already half about a spell slot. So.
Oh boy. These are bless markers. FYI. They're not stunned. Okay. But you are able to dodge out of the way of this creature trying to grab you and pull you under. Amazing. Anything? I think. Did you use a bonus action? I think you still have a bonus action.
No, that's everything from me.
That's everything? Okay, cool. That's right. Yeah, you were ending your turn. Cool. Let me check one thing here. Oh, no, I need to look at what's below me. Okay, you got it. Both Zed and Ogra take uh, 26 points of poison damage.
I'm down.
Zed is down.
I have 26, you said?
Yes.
I'm at 4 hit points.
Okay. So, on its turn...
Oh, and I can do a reaction, right?
Possibly.
1 sec. I had to go to another page. Yeah, Orcus Fury. I get to do an attack, a melee attack, as a reaction.
As a reaction? Cool. Awesome. So I will say, in the case of this, what you be attacking is not going to take hit points from this, but you can take that opportunity to try to free yourself as a reaction.
Yeah. Can I, like, either use the staff in my... Because I'm restrained, so I can't get the boomerang.
This would be an athletics check.
Okay. 11?
11 does not do it. As you try to free yourself naturally with your, you immediately notice what's happening. You start to kind of shove your staff into it. You feel the vine itself start to kind of wrap around the staff as well, and it starts trying to kind of pull it away from you. All right. So, another one pops up here. Say. And cannot do anything but move forward. Actually, yes, it can. Is going to make an attack on Muffins.
No.
Uh-oh.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is 10 bludgeoning damage, and Muffins is pulled down to the ground as Muffins is grappled and restrained.
And how much did Muffins take? 10 damage?
10 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is the end of these creatures' turn. Okay. We are now at Yoon, which I will be playing Yoon Aurelian for this session. Let me see what he can do. He has also used most of his spells. Besides, so basically just cantrips at this point. Okay. Just checking to make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Okay. There. Sees the assassin vine starting to pull Muffins down to the ground, and is going to shoot one Eldritch Blast at it. That is going to hit. That's a 10. That's max damage. So you see Yoon just does his version of Eldritch Blast, and you see the vine just kind of like seems to. You see one of the heads kind of like break off, and then another try to fill its place. But it takes all of that damage. Bonus action. Is going to look at Kaelinor with consent, touch you on the back, and just go, "I believe in you." And it's going to grant Fey Gift passage. You and the creature you help each increase your walking speeds by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. So your coming turn, you're going to have an extra 10 feet of movement, as well as you. Cool. All right. Let me check one thing just to make sure on this. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, gang. That is Riar's turn. Adim, you're on deck.
All right. Yeah, definitely want to move all up in there. Where do I come out? Is that my movement? Wherever
30
I come
feet.
out, or? Yeah.
So you see there are two vine-like creatures, one to your left and one to your right. Actually, I'll turn this a little bit so you can see.
Cool. All right. So first, I'm just gonna kind of mumble slash not that mumble that low, just like Ogra, I fucking hate your homeland. And then I hope I could come within about 10 feet, maybe by accidentally of one of them, if that would be possible, wherever I show up.
Well, 30 feet gets you there.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say if you want, actually. Put you there, 5, 10. Yeah,
Okay. That's fine.
which
I'm out of
does
range.
get
I'm out
you
of range.
within,
That's fine.
which does give you within 10 feet.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what happened to Ogra, right? Has Kara said anything about Ogra? Has it been mentioned? She's
Haven't had a chance to. So
yeah. It's
I
kind of
will
what I
say,
thought.
like
yeah.
above board, you could definitely you can kind of give like
I can surmise.
quick talk like sort of thing.
Okay, that probably would have been like Ogra's down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was down. Yeah.
Pink one over here.
You can't tell from the creature with no head, clearly giving signs where Ogra is with its nothing.
Man. So coming out, I would see the vines kind of pulling back, and yeah, I'll just go ahead and make an attack on it if I can.
You can
Or
go for it.
if there's like a particular vine to break something loose, I'd probably go with that. But yeah.
It's up to you.
However
I would say to break a vine is going to be an athletics check, which I will allow you to have as part of your attack action. Muffins is still grappled and restrained by this vine creature kind of coming up on that.
Sure.
So if you want to try to attack that at the base, I would allow you to roll an athletics check to see if you can break that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that sounds good.
You got
So roll an attack, and if I hit, then roll an athletics.
Yes, and actually, you guys are level 4, so that would be your action.
Gotcha.
Yep, athletics.
13.
13
plus-
is the 13
Oh,
is
plus
the
I have
DC.
bless too. Okay.
Oh yeah, plus best. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, you see. At this point, you see the vine that is holding on to Muffins just kind of breaks apart, and you see Muffins just kind of wriggle out and start to kind of try to take off in whatever direction Ogra would be choosing. That was your action.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think any of the bonus actions. I think I would probably stay there. Yeah, I think I'll just probably stay there. Just
You got it.
myself.
Cool. All right, that is. Oh, jeez. I'm not kidding. I wrote a Deem. Deem's not here. Car, you're
Adim
at.
is not here. Adim would be very unhappy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. As an action, can I see both of those creatures?
You can. Yes.
I can. And the one that is to the left of the screen, is that the one that has Ogra?
That is the
And
one that has
before-
Ogra. Yes.
And that's the one that Yoon and Riaris has been attacking?
Correct. Notably, because you're asking this, you do not see a vine coming from either creature that is holding Zed.
I had already assumed there's at least a third, if not more. But also I mean, as much as I'm worried about Zed, I don't really know where he is exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Totally.
And I need to take something off the board if I can. So I don't know what this is. Don't know if I can help. Can I please land on the rock? I'm not even sure if these things have faces. Land on the rock behind the creature that is trying to vine Muffins and Ogra?
Yes.
Yes, please. And I'm nearly out of spells, and I don't even know if this is going to work or if it will do anything. Could you please just remind me, because it's new, If I frighten it magically, the magical frightened, will it just not attack me? What will it do exactly? I can't find that easily. I was trying to look.
Yeah, you got it. Frightened creatures have disadvantage to checks and attacks while the source of fear is in line of sight. Cannot willingly move closer to the source of fear.
So at least have disadvantage on attacks if it can see me. Does it seem to have a face?
Does not seem to have a face. It has multiple sort of.
Okay, so then
flame-like surroundings to
I will cause fear
it. Okay.
on
Got
that
it.
thing, and the reaction. What it looks like is it looks like my third soul, the dark soul, just comes out of me, and is at it.
I love
Which
it.
is probably going to scare the hell out of Riara. Sorry, sir.
Riara's just like, this might as well.
Somehow it's like angled still sword towards me, and I'm like, oh god, here it is.
Why is it always me?
This thing's gonna grab me, and the car's gonna tear me apart.
And what I mean by because you guys don't know, my out of character, I guess, kind of. I believe that there are 3 souls to everybody. There's a higher soul, like a undead lower soul, and then the earthly soul, and that's what makes us be sentient creatures. So it's the undead, dark vulture monster that is like this immaterial ghost-like monster that comes out of me and just screeches at it, which I'm sure is just exactly what Riaris wanted to see.
Let's never do that again.
What's the DC?
DC, you're asking me hard questions. Hold on, I'll find it. My DC is 14.
14. Fails with an 11.
Good. Okay. Yay. That's one
So
down.
it is successfully frightened. I'm gonna say, roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh, I like those. Natural 20 for 28.
Ooh,
28.
that's what we like to hear.
Yes, the dice gods have answered to Jack.
So Riaris has possibly wet himself. And
Yeah.
I've left the battle map. See you guys later.
Ogra, you feel the vine around you seems to give way, allowing you to kind of like at least enough to be able to kind of wriggle yourself free, as it seems distracted. Truly was putting the DC at like an 18, so that's incredible. Nice. Ogra, you are no longer grappled and restrained.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Anything else on Kar's turn?
yes, as a bonus action, because I only have one left and we seem like we might be in trouble, and I can see her, and she was most hurt so far. I will give Bardic Inspiration to Ogra. It's my last one.
A D6?
Yes, it's currently a D6.
Needs to be. I hate to be a stickler on this, but
Oh,
this needs. Is it a creature you can see?
That can hear me.
Oh, okay. So it's just here. So that's
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
So I'll send one of my spirits out to tell her that she can do this and she's a strong warrior. And so as the evil spirit is coming and I'm becoming that one, a happy-go-lucky spirit flies over Ogra and says, "You can do it."
Flies. Riaris is a moment of like, oh, okay, everything's fine, as it moves past you towards
Yeah.
And I only have reactions, and I'm not going to use that yet in case something else happens. So I will be where I am.
You got it. Okay.
And I need to step away from my computer for just a second, but I'll be right back, and I can hear you.
Okay, no problem. All right. It is now Zed's turn. Zed, give me that death saving throw, please.
And that's just a straight 20.
No, it's a Constitution. Sorry.
Yeah, straight 20, right? Death saves.
You said death saving throw.
Yeah, it is a straight 20.
I'm 19.
19. Nice. Cool. So as you were going in and out of consciousness, mostly out of consciousness, Zed, give me a perception check.
Is a 15.
15. Cool. Zed, you see a figure poke through the grass, this massive goblin-like head, as you see these weird protruding horns from the side, looks at your appearance and goes, I'm not going to be your backpack. As you see him pull up this giant sword that is the size of him, pulls up this giant sword and is going to swing down on the vines.
Yes.
That are wrapping around.
Fuck.
Beaver is here to the rescue. We'll see. Possibly not. Oh boy. Sorry. That fails. Just step back. I got this. You're talking to an unconscious body that is Zed as it slams down right when the body of Zed moves to the side. He's got nothing else. Okay. Oh boy. Ogra, it is your turn. Kaelinor, you're on deck.
Okay. It's gonna take 15 feet of movement to stand up, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna move another 15 feet forward.
Which
I can
will
see
be-
Beaver. I can
will
see
be
Beaver,
halved
can't
to
I?
10. You cannot. Beaver is a tiny creature, very small, very hard to see. Whole reason why he got lost in the bushes in the first place. So 15 feet, I will have that to 10,
Okay.
which will allow you to at least roll me a perception check.
Okay. Come on, chicken dice. Thank you. That would be a 18.
So you can't see Beaver. What you do see is the flash of a silver sword piercing out of the grass as it comes down, and you hear a shit. So to be clear, just mechanically speaking, you cannot see Beaver, but you heard Beaver's voice.
Can I use my action to dash?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dash to where I saw that light and heard the "oh fuck."
Yep, you got it. You see an unconscious Zed on the ground, body wrapped in vines. You see Beaver kind of standing over and, help me with this.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to use healing. Is it healing word?
Healing word's a bonus action.
Yeah. Then healing word on Zed at 2nd level.
You got it.
You're gonna regain your hit points, and you're gonna get 7 hit points.
Okay.
All right.
Zed, you wake up. You are still restrained.
And that's all I can do. That's gonna end my turn.
You got it. Okay. All right. That is Ogra's turn. It is now Kaelinor's turn.
I'm gonna attack the one that hasn't been attacked yet, so
Okay. So you're
Okay.
gonna turn around and go to that one.
go to that one. It's too many of them.
Go for it.
Hell yeah. 24 to hit?
24 hits.
Amazing. For 8 slashing damage.
You got it.
And then as a bonus action, so it says on my sheet, if I attack with a double-bladed scimitar, as a bonus action, I can hit it again. Yeah.
Hit it again. Yep.
So I will just go to town on that one.
You got it.
A 7's not gonna hit.
7 is unfortunately not going to hit. You are blessed, actually.
You're blessed.
I am blessed. I'm gonna. 7 and 4 is 11. Will an 11
give me 1
hit?
second. 11 does not hit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
And that's everything from me. Action, bonus action. Yep.
You got it. Cool. Awesome. All right. Cool. So that was Kaelinor. It is now the Vine's turn. So, Zed, you go back down again. So no matter what I roll, unless I rolled a million once. Actually, I'll just to be certain. What's your hit points, Zed?
I'm at 7.
Yeah, you're down. And it's just Zed that's restrained. So, yeah, 20 hit points to Zed. Or 20 poison damage to Zed. And then it is attack time. No one else is restrained, correct? Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, cool, awesome. All right. The Assassin Vine is going to attack the one that Kaelinor is attacking. Is going to turn around and attack Kaelinor. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
That is 8 points of damage. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As you see a vine just smack you across the face, and another kind of comes out and swings your legs out as you are grappled and restrained. It is that is the end of that Assassin Vine's turn. The other one is going to go after Riaris. It's not nearly as good. It's a 12 to hit.
It does not.
Cool. Riaris, you're able to leap out of the way as you see it kind of like, and you were able to bang it off from your with your shield. Also that one would have had a disadvantage as well. Okay. So, because it's frightened. And then lastly, we see as that one creeps up behind Ogra's back and is going to go to attack Ogra.
Wait. I wasn't able to ask you this before we started, but I kind of took a Humblewood spell. Can I use that?
No, you can't take a Humblewood spell.
Okay, then.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 5. That is 9 points of damage, and you are grappled and yes.
That takes me down, but can I use Orcish Endurance to put me to 1?
Absolutely, you can. 9, you get smacked down. You feel this thing wrap around you, but you're able to come back up at that point. But you are still grappled and restrained, but you are not downed.
Okay.
Okay, and that is the end of the Vine's turn. So, for the record, for anybody that's watching at home, I did do a small mess up where you're supposed to be taking the restrained damage at the beginning of your turns. I don't think it matters. I think it's about the same. Well, I mean, it evens out is my point on this, that it would actually happen at the beginning of the Vine's turns, which means that you guys have a full round before this is going to take effect. So that would be Yoon's turn. Yoon's going to fire off another Eldritch Blast at the one that's already taken damage. Also, I believe you have advantage on attacking. Let me check. Disadvantage check attacks while it starts. Is that all of it? Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, so you don't have advantage on its attacks, but it has disadvantage on its attacks and ability checks. Cool. So Yoon is going to fire off an Eldritch Blast. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. For 4 force damage. Okay. All right, that was Yoon's turn. Riaris, you're up. Car, you're on deck.
Yeah, all right. Shit. So we just saw Ogre get up there, run, and then Ogre go down again. Cool.
Mhm.
Just a good little game. That's all difficult terrain between here and there, I assume, right?
Yes, it is. Yep.
It's just no way no. Can I move, like, it'll probably be 20 feet of movement to just stay within the opportunity range, but just move on the other side of that assassin vine? Like, basically go right where Muffins is to kind of move my way down there. 15 maybe. Might have to be all 30 feet.
This is 20 right here.
Yeah, go one more.
Okay, for 30.
And that'll be 30, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think, looking at that order of operations, maybe I would have made an attack at 10 feet away, so I don't have
Yeah,
any
that's fine.
advantage,
Yep,
and then
that's,
I'll run.
that's totally fine.
That doesn't matter. That's a 3, so 10 to hit. Oh, plus bless. I don't know. Maybe
Plus bless.
Let's see. That is a 3. 13.
That is exactly the AC.
Go. Fantastic. All right.
Nice.
That'll be for 13 damage.
13 damage. Nice. Okay, this thing is officially looking hurt.
Cool. And then yeah, I mean, so I'm just gonna take. Oh, I don't know how to use my action. I can't bonus action. Shit. Yeah. All right. That's gonna be it. I will stay there.
You got it. For the record, just so that everybody kind of gets an idea as far as like what you notice and what you don't notice, you do notice that Ogra seemed to fall down, so the Ogra is not able to be seen now. Okay. Cool. All right, that's Riar's turn. Car, you're up, and then it's Zed's turn.
I will cast Dissonant Whispers at first level on the. I think I'm 60 feet away from the one that's farthest away from me. Unless are those squares 5 or 10?
5.
I think I'm 50. I think I'm 60 feet away, but I'm not sure.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Then actually, I'm casting Dissonant Whispers at second level against the one that's attacking Ogra and hopefully Zed.
You got it.
And it's a Wisdom save of 14.
Rolled a natural 15.
Damn. Still takes half damage. Spirits fly out and threaten them with fire and drought and melee bugs.
Hates that.
And so I roll the 14 damage, so it takes 7.
Okay. Nice.
I was hoping I'd make it try to get away, so I tried, guys. Sorry.
All good. That's damage. That's good. Anything else for Car?
Do I have where my notes actually is? Hold on. Sorry, pushing button.
Are you out of inspirations?
I am out of inspiration because we haven't rested, so I can react. But so I have a question about this.
Yeah.
Because I haven't ever had to do this with the dean. So, because they are going before me, even though it's not, I haven't had my turn yet. Can I react to what they do when they go before me?
You have a reaction.
Right. So can I do that before my turn?
Reaction you can do pretty much whenever you want.
Okay.
And it resets on your turn.
I get it. So like if okay, then nothing yet, but maybe
Okay.
we'll attack again. Thank you.
You got it. Yep,
I want to make sure I'm
absolutely.
doing it right. I'm not trying to cheat.
No worries. No worries at all. Awesome. Okay. That is Zed. Zed, give me another death saving throw.
$11.
Just saves. That is one. That's one for getting closer to consciousness or stability, we'll say. Weird condition words in 5e. Okay. That goes to the top of the round. It is Beaver's turn. Beaver. Ogra, you're up. Or sorry, excuse me, you're conscious.
Yes.
So Beaver looks at you, has this sword kind of like raised up, and looks between both of you.
Do that first. Do that first.
Okay, stop yelling at me! And you see, whoosh, that goes down.
Ogra's really happy you're alive. Ogra thought you were dead.
That is exactly a 13. As Zed, you're still unconscious, but the roots do not are cut from you. No time. And that is the end of Beaver's turn. It is now Ogra's turn. Ogra, you are still restrained.
Can I use a little, like, I am right next to him, and I reach out just enough to touch him, since we are right next to each other.
I will allow that, yes.
Ogra's going to use her action to second level healing word Zed.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, you don't even need to touch him for that.
It says touch, doesn't it?
Healing words, not touch. Cure wounds is.
Cure wounds, that's what I'm doing, sorry.
Cure wounds, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. You're going to get 13. Yeah.
13 points?
Yeah, 13 points of healing.
Okay.
Bonus action.
You can direct muffins with a bonus action.
Yeah. I'm going to do. One sec. Chaos burst. Well,
Okay.
Muffins
Where
is in
he
the,
is?
Muffins got out is in the air again, right?
Right.
I want to.
But it affects the area that he's around.
Yeah.
So
I'm bringing Muffins closer to us,
cool.
and hopefully I get either a 4 or a 1. 4 or a 1 would be really helpful right now. Oh, come on. And it is a 1, so you will get the +1 to our ACs. So you and me, Zed, we both get a +1 to our AC.
Oh, thank you.
So was it everyone within 10 feet?
Yes.
Cool. That's also Beaver then.
Yes.
Get out of the way, Rock.
Cool. Awesome. That is very useful. Okay. Ogra, is that end of your turn?
Yes.
You got it. Kaelinor, you're on deck. The vines go after that.
Yeah, I'm currently grappled and restrained, I believe. So,
Okay.
yeah. Can I attempt to kind of slither out in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an athletics check to try to break free from this.
Amazing.
I will allow it in your case for it to be an acrobatics check. You can do that.
They're both a +3.
Okay.
We'll go athletics.
Then I didn't allow it, and I'm a mean DM. 21. Yeah.
It's a 21.
21. You successfully break out. Sorry, I want to make sure I specify. It is an action to do so. So
That makes sense. I have no bonus actions to do. Screw it. I guess I could do that and get myself ready. Bonus action, expend a use of my channel divinity to fuel your spells. Touch my holy symbol, utter a prayer, and regain 1 expended spell slot. So I will do that and keep in tandem with this thing, and that's the end of my turn.
you got it. Cool. I'm gonna Kaelinor, what do you have on your how much do you have on your lay on hands?
Oh, I have, I think, 10 currently.
I think it's
Cool.
5 per level.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So just be, I would say, just keep that in mind as things are looking pretty dire right now, gang. Cool. I'm gonna have you guys probably start to roll some perception checks here pretty soon to see as far as like battle tactics stuff go. Okay. It is now the assassin bind's turn. Good move on getting out. As you do not have to take this damage at the top of your turn, but Ogra, I imagine we're going down. What's your max HP? Just to be sure.
My max is 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted Zed to be good before I went down.
You take 20 points of poison damage.
Yep, just go back down.
For the record, I'm just going to tell you straight up, it is very possible for me to roll above a 30 in damage.
Oh god.
So we're at that point. That is now the Assassin Bind's turn. Yeah, it's gonna keep doing what it's doing. It's gonna attack Kaelinor. It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And you are grappled.
Okay.
Riaris, see for luck. 23.
Sure. Yeah.
No, okay, yeah. 12 points. And you are also grappled and restrained. And lastly, this one's going to attack Beaver. Beaver gets hit.
Even with the +1 to his AC?
Yes. Yep. 8. That is also 12 points of damage. Beaver's looking hurt. Beaver does not have a lot of hit points. And that is the end of the Assassin Bind's turn. It is now Yoon's turn. Just checking to see if Yoon has anything that I'm forgetting on. The only thing I'm forgetting is his reactions. So someone remind me of beginner's luck. Okay. Is going to shoot at the vine that is still kicking, the one that's been taking the most damage. Natural 18 is definitely going to hit. Takes 7 points of damage. This thing is on its last legs. It doesn't have legs, but it's on the last of them. Okay. That is the end of Yoon's turn. It is now Riar's turn. Kar, you're on deck.
All right, so it's on its last legs. It's looking pretty one shot. Would I Riaris be in that sort of like I feel like one good strike, or I know I'm
Yeah.
trying to game the system, but I'm trying to game
especially
the
with the amount of damage you've been doing. Yeah, I think you feel relatively pretty confident. You see basically like a lot of the you see there's only like one head left, I'd say, from the flower head in there.
All right, but it would be at disadvantage because I'm restrained. That's correct. I think I get disadvantage reading that. So
yes, you are at disadvantage, and it is at. Oh wait,
I would be anyway. I'm within 5 feet anyway, so I would have it.
when
regardless.
it attacked you, it was supposed to be at disadvantage. So I'm going to roll again because it's
yeah.
frightened.
I think it's the other
That
way
one.
around.
No, it's frightened.
It's frightened.
So,
Oh, but it's, so there would have just been even then. Would have just been a straight roll. So it says attack rolls against the creature. Oh no, never mind. I see. Before even getting grappled.
Yeah, this is before you were getting grappled. Does a 16 hit?
16 misses.
16 misses. Cool. Go ahead and take that damage off. That hit you, and you are not grappled.
Right.
Apologies for forgetting that, gang.
I was confused which one was hitting him, so I told him me too. I need to.
All good. Why do I have a frightened condition on you, Car?
I think you put it on me because I was frightening the creature.
Weird.
I don't know, because I'm not frightened.
Was it because he was going after the vines near us?
No, that wouldn't make any sense. You were blessed.
Yes, I am blessed. Or Riaris.
So I have no idea what that purple one was for. So maybe it was for that. I put it
That
on
makes
the wrong one.
sense, Man. Cool. All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and make an attack at him so we can do this thing. No, that's sorry. Excuse me. That's 17. Should be enough.
17? 17
Yep.
will hit.
7.
7. How do you want to do this?
Go for, see it weakening up and try to find center mass and just kind of go for it. And just lunge with what I have, just a straight jab right to center mass. And just try to then come up and just try to rip through the top of it.
You got it. Absolutely. Yeah, you slice. I think you slam through with your lance, and you actually find like looking for that center sort of point. You actually find just dirt, and you're like, fuck, I missed it. And you you pick the lance up with your one arm, and you manage to actually pick up the entire vine and just uproot it from the ground. I think you needed 2 hands for that one. You pick it up with like 2 hands,
And then
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, and then you just throw it off to the side.
Yep.
You see it just kind of like wiggle around, writhe up, and then die.
So I would at that point want to do something with Kaelinor for sure, but also have seen whatever's happening. So I'm just going to try to run my full movement down in southeast.
To Ogra?
Once again, towards Muffins. Yeah, towards the Muffins and Ogra and Jed.
So that's 10, that's 20, that's 30.
All right. I only have 1 left, but I think I'm just going to do it to move. Can I then use bonus action launch to go 15 feet so I can be like right next to Ogra?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to attack on launch?
I do not have to. No, I can if I
Great.
get benefits, but I don't have to. No.
That is clutch.
Okay, I have nothing else I can do. I'm at actions, but I'm there with moral support.
You got it. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Looking better this round. We'll see. Car, you are up. Zed is on deck.
Riaris, I will feel the exact same way next turn because it's the last thing I got right now. So, flying over Yars's head are more spirits screaming. He's in the line of sight. It's perfect.
Some fever dream, man. I don't know.
Just Eric Hawker's spirits screaming at this vine thing. Well, fires and droughts and infestation and dissonant whispers. So wisdom save of 14, please.
Natural 19.
Okay, well it takes half. 11. Do we round up? or down?
Always round down.
So then 6 points of damage, but it doesn't have to run.
Okay.
And that's the one against sorry, Kaelinor, but Ogra and Zed and the goblin. Beaver, that's his name.
Beaver,
I'm like, what's his name again?
And Beaver is restrained. I need to make sure I make a... I should be marking restraints in here. What am I doing? Okay. Anything else for Carr?
I don't. My bonus actions are unfortunately not happy right now since I'm out of Bardic Inspiration, and I was holding my reaction so I could do that. So no.
Got it. Cool. It's going to be Zed's turn. Actually, yeah, we'll let Zed go. Zed, your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna take what is it? Half my movement speed to get up.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna do that. And for a bonus action, I'm gonna do ebb and flow.
Nice.
And then I am going to... I'm going to throw a dagger at that thing with flower faces.
Okay. You do have a person right next to you that is unconscious.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. You know what? I'm going to actually, instead of doing all that, I'm going to run over to her and I'm going to touch her and do Cure Wounds.
There you go. Okay. Cure Wounds, Ogra, you wake up again.
And you get 9 points of healing.
Ooh,
Nice.
thank you.
Alright, and it counts as... So, 92... I don't have bonus action. That wouldn't count because... Do that. Alright, so that's all I can do.
Okay, you got it. All right. So at the top of the round, let's get an HP check for everyone, hit point check. So we'll go around. Riaris.
I'm topped up.
Cool. Zed.
I am at 13.
Okay. Ogra.
9.
I thought you were down.
You just that just brought him.
Oh,
brought her up.
I'm sorry. Then I'm so dumb. Yep, got it. Great.
I was like, I hope I'm
Apologies.
still.
Guess
Carr.
I will. This is my action, right?
No.
I'm
HP
sorry.
check. Hit point check.
Oh, 23.
23. Okay. And Kaelinor.
12.
Okay. All right. Ogra, you are awake. Or sorry, it's Beaver's turn. Beaver is going to make an action to try to free himself, as he is scared for his life. Yeah, he rolls really well when he's trying to free himself. So breaks through. Oh, man. He'll stay there. But that was some nasty damage. So there's a good chance that Beaver might run off. Ogra, is your turn. Kaelinor, you're on deck.
Okay. How far is Kaelinor from me?
Pretty fun.
I probably couldn't even see her with how tall the grass is and I'm still on the ground.
Yes. Kaelinor is about 45 from you. You're also still restrained, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. None of my first level spells can do... I can't see anything. So, sorry guys. My action, I'm going to wild shape.
Okay.
And I'm going to do what's it called? A giant lizard.
Are you sure? You're in difficult terrain.
Oh, wait. Then it's going to be a wolf spider, I mean. They avoid difficult terrain.
All difficult terrain?
Spiders can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down and on ceilings, without needing to make any ability checks.
That's not difficult terrain.
It says difficult surfaces.
That's different from difficult terrain. Difficult terrain is a condition of that. Yeah.
Okay. You're all the same.
Oh, that's right. You're a certain. Sorry, I was hinting at a flying creature, but you're not at that level of druid yet.
I'm way beyond. I can't do that at all.
Forgot.
I'm just trying to get myself some hit points.
You got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's going to be a giant lizard.
Giant lizard. Love it. 1 second. What's the size?
A large creature.
Transforms into a Tarrasque.
It says giant lizard, but I'm just saying mentally, like visually, it's probably just going to be an alligator.
Okay.
To fit the swamp.
You know what? It is 11:19. As I am trying, because I do have an alligator. We're gonna take this moment. I know it feels a little odd, but we're gonna take this moment to take our 10-minute break. So
Sure.
We'll see you guys in
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay, so jumping back into it, Ogra, as you transform into this large alligator, you see this, the restraints start to kind of pull hard on it. I had to look it up, but technically speaking, wild shape does not necessarily break those. What I am going to give you is, as you are wild shaping, give me an athletics check as a giant lizard. And you have advantage on this because you're going from a medium to a large shape.
Okay. Okay. That's gonna be a 14.
Excellent. 14 is going to break through as you bust through that. Ironically, I have alligators that do have hair. Check out. I think Tuesday and Wednesday have both run into them. Unfortunately, I do not have one with pink hair. But yeah, so you bust through Riars. You see this massive creature with pink hair appearing right before you. This place is a fucking nightmare, dude.
He is not sleeping easy.
It's like I'm doing a leap of faith to get down and see what happens. Also, it's like boom, people popping up, and I'm like, oh, what? You know, absolute madness.
Absolute madness. Ogra, that is your bonus action.
Yeah.
And you are no longer restrained.
Yeah. I'm gonna start making. I can still move because I haven't done any move. No, my movement was to get out of the restraints.
No.
Then yeah.
No. Wild shape was to get out of the restraints.
Okay, then I'd like to start making my way to everybody 30 feet. So that'd be 15 with.
In no way am I going to understand where everybody is. Which direction do you want to go?
Where the other, where the other creature is. Where I hear all the screaming and other noise, most likely coming from.
You're killing me. Which direction? You have a creature right in front of you.
So, I thought that was plants.
It is. But they're fighting you.
That's why I thought it was like a far away attack. I don't have my glasses. I thought those were just like regular plants.
Get your glasses. I understand.
They're in my
I get it.
car.
No worries. Yeah. So there is one right in front of you that
Okay,
you just broke from being restrained on.
Sarah's just having a really bad night scene. Then yes, I'm attacking this thing that's been right next to us this entire time.
You got it. Okay. Cool. You move up to attack that thing. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Okay, bite attack. I'm not gonna hit. That's a 6.
6 misses, unfortunately. Okay. All right. Anything else for Ogra's turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Kalen, you are up. You are restrained, so you'd have disadvantage on attacks, but it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we're all kind of clear on this and above board. After you is the assassin bine's turn.
I've committed to hitting it, and I definitely miss.
Okay.
There's no other way I can get out of that.
I will allow you, by the way, bonus action wise, you get to attack again. Bonus action, if you wanted to instead do an athletics check, as the idea of you attacking this vine that's on you, you can do that. Or conversely, you could also just bonus action attack this thing.
I will bonus action to try and get out of that with the athletics.
You got it.
That's a 7. I'm gonna throw a bless on there just to see.
Yes, you have bless.
8.
8 is not going to do it, but beginner's luck.
Oh, Yoon.
Yoon comes to the rescue. You can add another D. Well, maybe you can add another D4.
Maybe we'll see.
Actually, there's no way. He'll spend it because he would. But I'll say if you roll a 4, you can get out of this. I'm gonna be nice.
That is a 1.
Okay. You got it. Cool. The dice have chosen. Oh man. So it's a rough go of it. So Kaelinor, you are struggling to kind of get out of this. You do not have any movement, so I believe that ends your turn. Unless there's something else. Okay. At the top of the assassin box turn. Only Kaelinor is grappled. So, Kaelinor, you take... Oh, I will. Too bad. You take 13 points of damage at the top of the turn. Poison damage.
I am down.
Okay.
Are you resistant to poison? Do you have any?
Immune to disease and magical sleep, but not to poison.
Damn.
Gotcha. Trying to take in as many creatures as it can is going to try to make an attack roll on Yoon. It's a natural 17 to hit. For 21. Check to make sure Yoon doesn't have any reaction stuff right now. Because he just used his reaction. And he doesn't. Yeah, cool. All right, so Yoon gets attacked. That is.
Oh, does Car want to?
What's that?
Car do his reaction to help out for you?
Car, do you have a reaction?
I can't. I'm out of my bardic inspiration. I gave my away.
Gotcha.
No worries.
And I'm also a spell slot, so I can't even do a silvery barb. Like I'm untapped.
For adapt, yeah.
It's looking dire, gang, as Yoon takes 12 points of damage. Yoon is down to 6 health points. And is grappled and restrained. Okay, that is that one. There's only one left, and is going to try to attack this alligator that just kind of randomly came up and started attacking. That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
If you would like to use your reaction, remember we said that still works even in your wild shape form.
Yeah, it does. So, gotta go back to actions. My reaction, yeah, Halo Spores. It has to make a con save of 13.
Ah, 15. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm good.
And you are grappled and restrained. Okay. We are back to danger on this side. That is the end of the Assassin Vine's turn. It is Yoon's turn. I said I would give it to Kaelinor, so I will also give it to Yoon. Yoon is going to spend his action trying to get out. And that is a 14. So Yoon is able to take acrobatics check to get out of restraint, and is going to move the rest of his movements away. To be clear, I think I'm only doing this because Evan is not here. I do not know if Evan would actually stay. So, Evan, if you have any watching this right now, think you would stay or move even closer, let me know. But, okay. That is the end of Yoon's turn. Let's see bonus action stuff for Yoon. No, out of Fey gifts. So, okay. It is now. Oh wait a minute. No, that's the. Hold on. Just make sure I'm not. Everything counts at this point. 2 times per long rest, right? When taking collections. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Okay. All right, that ends Yoon's turn. Riaris, you are up. Kar, you're on deck.
Yeah, this is rough. Oh man. I mean, I'm extremely conflicted, but I think I am down here. I need to do this. Running back and forth on this swamp is not extremely efficient.
Right.
That's so I will move within 10 feet of range, and I'll make a 2-handed attack at it. So, sweet, 23
That'll hit.
for 13.
Damn, dude.
There really is not a whole lot else I can do. I think. So how do Ogra and Zed look? Are they like both close? Like Zed, are you like dead or?
I'm like mid.
What do you got?
Between
Yeah, and
full
you,
and
it's
dead.
Feel free to.
You're not like bleeding
just
out. There's a
for the
base,
record, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to. You don't have to sugarcoat any sort of thing. Feel free to say how many hit points you have. That's not. That's, I don't
I'm at
consider that meta.
13 of, I think it was 25 or 26.
Cool.
Okay.
I will tell you not. Dan, you understand this. I will tell you that it is hurting. That is not a. I'm not trying to entice you. If you catch my drift.
I think I would like to use the rest of my movement speed, which is 20 feet. I think I have left to head up towards Kaelinor.
Okay, you got it. Okay. Anything else for Riaris?
Nope, that's it.
You got it. Kar, you're up. It says on deck.
So I'm a little stuck as far as like I have very little I can do, and they both do the same damage if I am successful. So between the two vine creatures, do I have any instance of what one might be stronger than the other? Do I get a
Yeah.
sense?
Great question. Roll me a either nature or insight. I'm good with either.
Okay. Ooh, a massive 6. But
Awesome.
would Bless give me anything that am I close enough?
It doesn't because it's an ability check.
Oh, okay.
If you would like Yoon to use his reaction, he can reaction to give you 10 is the DC of getting that information.
No, I'll make a wild guess. I will vicious mockery because I have a dagger or vicious mockery, and
Sure.
so I will vicious mockery the one closest to Ogra.
You got it.
Wisdom save of 14. Please fail.
Jesus, dude. 19.
Okay, it takes no damage. I'm hurling insults.
Yeah. Whoa. Tough fight, gang. Tough fight. Oh boy. Okay. Solid effort. Kar, any movement?
I quite frankly like where I am because I'm within spell range of both creatures and they can't reach me.
Yeah.
That I can tell. So I'm gonna.
Just for the record, if anyone's like wondering why like Kar isn't like baiting anyone, Kar's at max hit points, but those max hit points are 23.
Yeah.
So
and my armor class is 11. So, and I really like all I have is a dagger. Like, which does the
You
same.
do you.
Which does the same as Distant Whispers. So I'm like, well, I'll try. I was about if you had. I was going to ask if I could help. You can get out if I could get the help action. I flew above and pulled, but he got out by himself. So
right, yeah.
I'm. No one else seems to need help like that. Because at least I don't have difficult terrain.
Evan just asked. Maybe we make some sense. Okay, great. Yep. D4 affected that save. I'm not really sure which save you're talking about.
I think he means the wisdom save for me.
Oh.
No, it wouldn't have, because he would have, even if you gotten a 4, it would have been a 15. He still would have saved.
Yeah. Yeah, good question.
Yeah,
and that adds the bonus, unless there's something I'm missing from your side, Evan.
I can't really. I'm even out of shenanigans at this point. I'm just if I think of something, I promise I will do it. But I feel like I have nothing right now.
You got it. Okay. All right, Zed, you were up. Then we went back to the top of the order with Beaver.
All right. So now I'm gonna do ebb and flow.
You have ebb and flow. Ebb and flow's up for a minute.
Okay. And I am going to throw a dagger at the one closest to me.
Okay. Just check one thing real quick.
Okay.
So, just so you know, the difference here, if you were to use, like your, you do have one, well, you have one spell slot left, and it makes sense to hold that for Cure Wounds, actually. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, totally makes sense on that.
All right. So it's 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right. So 10 damage.
Where's the 10 come from?
It is 2 for my throwing class, which is +2 for specialist in throwing, and then it is my level for ebb and flow.
Oh, word. Cool. Awesome. Great. Okay. On the fence right now. Well, no, just looks really hurt, I'll say.
Alright, and then that wouldn't be part of 2-weapon fighting, right?
No.
Okay. So then that'll probably end my turn.
Okay. Do you want to make any movement? You're not necessarily a... you could do this pretty much at range if you want to continue to do this, so...
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll stay here just in case Fish decides he wants to run off, just to help out Ogra.
Okay. I'm just gonna remind you above board, at this point, I don't think the NPC is that important.
Okay.
Compared to your PCs dying.
Yeah. But Ogra's up, she's just restrained.
Ogra is a wild-shaped alligator.
Yeah, but I still had the restrain thing on me.
Yeah,
I have no idea why you have that on you. I specifically remember taking it off. Why did I put it back on?
I got attacked again.
Oh, you got attacked again. Yeah, so you're restrained again.
Okay. So I'm gonna move in between Ogra and Riaris, so I still have range attack, but I can head over to.
You got it. What's your movement
if I need to? Yeah, right there.
What's your movement?
30.
30. Okay. 30 is as far as you can get. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, back to the top of the order. It is Beaver. Ogra, roll me a d20 for Beaver.
Okay. 14.
14. Beaver is going to stay and fight. Beaver is going to run up and make an attack at these vines. That's a natural 15, so that'll hit. With his short sword that looks like a long sword in his hands. That is 6, 8. That is 8 damage. This guy. Okay. Awesome. That was Beaver's turn. It is now Ogra's turn.
Can I do a strength feat to get out of the vines again?
Yes, you can. You can spend an action doing so.
Oh, take an action.
Yep, always going to take an action.
I can't reach him restrained to take a bite.
You can.
Oh,
it's
okay,
to be a
then.
disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. A 12 doesn't hit, I'm betting.
12 does not hit. Beginner's luck. Spend a reaction.
Try it again.
And no need. 13's gonna hit.
Okay, so
Man, that is coming in handy. Oh my gosh.
7 points of damage, piercing.
Okay. Give me a second. 36. 44. 44. As you do 7 points of damage, that will absolutely break your restraints as you kill this thing. You did roll with disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great, awesome, amazing. Ogra, how do you kill this thing?
Ogra's just gonna like seeing Beaver there and everyone's going down, and she's like, she's not gonna lose any more people, especially her new like companion, Lenore. So she's like, I gotta get to her, and we gotta take care of this first. Cause she's
laying it on thick. I love it.
Yeah. So she's gonna break free with her claws, and just as she breaks free, she's gonna stand on her hind legs and just dive in with the mouth like this and chomp.
Yeah, you full on just tackle this thing, just ripping it to shreds, and you're as you see these sort of blackened vines just kind of rip into the point where there's just a stump. Where you imagine something will grow back there, but you'll be long gone. Amazing. So you are no longer restrained, and you have your movement.
And I'm gonna make my way all the way to Lenore. As much as I can.
It's still difficult terrain, so 30 feet for lizard.
Yeah. Wait. Yes.
Riaris, you see this lizard just kind of like, or this alligator just like moving around, just slithering right past you. You notice the pink hair, but you're just like, part of you is just like, ugh. We live to freak Riaris out. Amazing.
I like how Riaris is the normal guy in our group who's...
This poor dude, yeah. Doing 14 damage on a hit every round is pretty dang useful, though. Anything else on Ogra's turn?
really don't want to, but bonus action. I'm gonna just take the
bonus
chance.
action. You can still. I'm gonna say, because this is like your like boon on this bonus action. You can still talk to muffins, and muffins can fly.
Yeah, he can.
Because I'm going to make a point of order just so that you guys and also please feel free at any point in time to say, but that's not what I'm going to do. Just for the record, I'm not telling you what to do at all.
Yeah.
But
Muffin...
Kaelinor, you are down, correct?
Yes.
So Kaelinor is going to be making a death saving throw on her turn, and then it's the assassin bind's turn.
Yeah, but we haven't really talked about this. Because of how big I am, can I get on top of Muffins and have him take... Yeah, oh yeah, I'm the alligator.
You're an alligator. What's Muffin's move speed?
Flying, he can only do 15 feet, I believe.
Okay, what's his movement on the ground?
40?
So he'd move further if he dropped down.
Yeah, but I don't really want to risk his hit points. So I'm
You have
going
a PC that is going to die.
I know, that's why...
Yeah.
Well... Yeah, could he get to her with his movement? With the restraining?
Let's see. Basically, you need to get close enough to bait this thing to attack Muffins and not Kaelinor. So let's do this by the book. Reach is 20 feet. Yeah, there's no way.
Okay, then I'm gonna have Muffins get as far as he can close to that thing.
Cool.
Joe?
Yes.
So, I was understanding that these things were attacking multiple people at once.
They are. Nothing is within reach except for Kaelinor.
Right. So being within, that's one of the reasons I wasn't going into reach. I figured it would attack me and Kaelinor.
It cannot reach you.
No, but I'm saying that's why I didn't fly in earlier, because it would attack me and it would still attack Kaelinor. Me being there, me distracting it wasn't going to do too much.
So it only has one attack per creature.
I thought it was... Okay.
Yeah, so as far as Muffins can get to that thing and just start, like, having it jump up and down and make as much movement as it could to, like, get its attention.
Cool. A nat 20 will distract this thing.
Okay. Oh, wait, I just thought... Can I still command it as an alligator?
Yeah, I allow that. That's fine. So a nat 20 would distract it. Go for it.
Okay. It's gonna jump up and down, and if it tries to attack it, can it do a startling presence so it has disadvantage?
Yeah, if it tries to attack it, yes, I'll allow that.
Okay. And that's all I got.
Roll that. So so I need you to roll a nat 20 for it to be distracted.
I thought you said you rolled a nat 20.
No. You're rolling it.
Oh.
You need a nat 20.
Nope, that's a 10.
Okay. So that ends Ogra's turn. Now, to be clear, just to make sure that I understand, that I'm fully aware of this, Kaelinor, you have no saves, no fails yet.
Nothing yet, yeah.
Okay. At this moment, Kaelinor, what are your final thoughts, knowing that there is a possible chance if you fail this roll, you don't have a reaction. You used your reaction already. Evan just said beginner's luck. Assuming
That
it is a
final?
reaction. If it is a reaction. So yeah. So what is going through Kalinor's mind in this moment?
I think the one consistent thing running through their mind right now is all this to get Ogra, like all this struggle, all this hassle, for this one quote-unquote goblin that we don't know why. And she is exhausted. I think she's just like, it is genuinely the thinking of just like, what the hell have I been doing to just be here? This party, the order, just a massive freaking question mark of why? What was the point?
As you feel that moment possibly coming up here, there's a part of you that recognizes that if everything that the Merlin Loke believe is true, that if you pass away here and you have been a committed servant to Diamatalis, that you would be reborn on the day that he retakes the throne. Does that thought sway you away towards the Merlin Loke way?
I think it sways her away. She knows deep down that she has not been completely committed, unlike her brother and other Order members. She knows she won't be saved.
You think that in your head. I think the thought of possibly no one will be saved if that day comes. Go ahead and roll your death saving throw, please.
Before that, I don't know if it's possible. We do have a lifeline, which is the Hadozi staff that we could call for help.
We're still
No.
in combat.
Gotcha.
That was so close to being a 5. 15.
15. With a 15, you take a moment to restrain yourself on the idea that no, not yet. As you are still hanging there unconscious, but able to withhold the attack that comes to you with advantage. And you take 2 death saving fails. So you have 1 save and 2 fails. But you are still alive. Okay. That was the Assassin Vine's turn. It is now Yoon's turn. Yoon, seeing Kalinor down, knowing that they need to get out of there, I'm gonna assume that Yoon is going to make movements towards Kalinor and is going to try to make an action to break the hold that the Assassin Vine has on you. If he can make it. What's his speed? 30. He cannot make it, so never mind. He's just going to attack this thing. Eldritch Blast. So natural 18 to hit. That will hit. That is 5 points of damage. This thing is looking fine. It's only taken 8 points of damage before this. That is the end of Yoon's turn. Riaris, you're on deck. Or sorry, Riaris, you're up. Carr, you're on deck.
What does it take me to get to Kaelinor? Like, distance?
Uh, 50 feet. I say if you want to use your entire turn on trying to break Kaelinor free by using your action dash and then a bonus action, I will allow that.
I mean, what I would ideally like to use would be Healing Hands to bring her up, but that's an action, so I can't dash and do that.
Right.
So, so what was the option?
Can you do your launch?
I don't have any left.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, if you
I
could
have
just
no potions
throw
apparently. So
me as an alligator to her, I can do shit. I just need
There's
to get to
no
her.
way,
Aye.
as an alligator, Riaris can throw you.
No, like that's a javelin. Just pull me by my tail and just go whoosh.
I'll say on a nat 20, if you want to spend your action trying to throw alligator Ogra, just hold on. Let me give me a second while I look up how much an alligator weighs.
A lot.
I imagine you're not wanting to risk that on your turn, so go ahead and do what you're doing.
yeah, so you had said what? I mean, if there's
Half
something
a
that I
ton.
could do,
Half a ton,
half a
500
ton,
pounds.
Yeah. I don't think he would think of doing that anyway. There's no way he would think of that. So I mean, I'd like to use my action and dash to get up to Kaelinor and do whatever I possibly can to free and stabilize. Like you tell me.
Well, it's up to you. You can stabilize, which would be a medicine check, or you can try to break the hold that this thing has on her, which is a athletics check. The medicine check
That
DC,
would not stabilize her. She would still be
not stabilize
considered
her,
indefinite.
So stabilize, I think, is an 11 on a medicine check.
Well, do I still have bless, or is that gone because she's unconscious?
Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Gone.
All right. Well, it's not great. That will be a natural 20 on the medicine check. Yeah.
Hold on. Riaris, tell me to turn the same music again. This dreaded music, the music that all my players hate. I understand 100%. In this moment, Riaris, you push through, seeing the tall grass and just as you were just darting, jumping over roots, things like that. I imagine in this moment there's another the one of the attacks of the vines kind of comes up at this point, and you're just jumping, flipping over it. In this moment, as you reach out to Kaelinor, there is a part of you that feels that it is your hand and Talia's hand reaching out. Please tell me what happens. I'm giving you the DM card here. You have the floor.
And I think as I'm rushing towards something that sucks into something Talia had said before of she is the key. And so as I'm rushing and seeing Kaelinor in a situation, it emphasizes getting there. And I think part of it is his eyes, it's not a full, but his eyes just go golden and just that power starts to kind of flow out of him as he just reaches. And it's almost like there's an echo as he kind of grabs and just rips, strength, and it's almost like a radiance just as the tethers of the vines tether, and you just pull her out and whip her away. It just cauterizes instantly.
Amazing. I'm going to allow you to use your healing light for the resource pool. As you pull Kaelinor through, there is a moment, Kaelinor, where you feel something else reach down to you. As you're seeing the black hole, which is your end, you see a hand reaching out and the face of a figure with extremely pale skin. Or sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry, wrong person. Sort of like an olive sort of base skin, flowing dark brown hair, and eyes that are matching the gold that is in Riaris right now. As you see this figure reach out and go, "It's okay. Take my hand. I'll save you."
I think she takes it immediately. There's a little, just leans in and grabs her hand.
Your eyes open up. You come back as you see Riaris has you in his arms in this moment, fully breaking from the grapple of this creature and gaining whatever hit points that Riaris has on that healing light.
5 hit points.
Fucking incredible. Incredible. D&D is so fucking cool. Car, that's your turn.
I think I would look, if I can, I think I would look down and say...
Yes, please. No, please. Sorry. Yes.
And I think I would like kind of pull Karen and then shield it, so like my back is towards the plant and she's shielded away from it.
Absolutely.
And I would just say, not today. Not today, Kate. Stay with me.
Jesus, dude. Bravo. Whoa. Car, you see all that take place. Oh, also, Car, you see all that take place.
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand. There's going to be a conversation.
Yes.
But now is not the time. So
I think one thing that is like something that Car, you do kind of get in your mind, that whatever this thing is that seems to be surrounding Riaris is inherently good.
I think Riaris has figured it out by now. I've heard the conversations. I know that it's not evil.
He has no idea. He has no idea.
I should say you know. The player knows. So it's like
Yeah.
So I wasn't like, I just wanted an introduction. It was polite to be in the party without knowing your name. That's going to be most of the conversation. But anyway, since I see the cavalry is coming, I was about to do something super stupid, but I will pull back on the stupidity. And I will act. How healthy does Riaris look?
Good.
Pretty
Totally
good.
good. Full health.
Totally good.
Yep.
Full health. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay.
Okay, then I will just vicious mockery on the one set of vines that's remaining. So wisdom
got it.
save 14.
It's a nat 1.
Thank goodness. Okay, at least it takes a little bit of damage. So it is going to take a whopping 3 points of damage. However, it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Fuck yeah.
So I've been trying to get that out to help a little bit, but it hasn't been working.
Incredible. Yeah, that's great. Anything else on Car's turn?
Is anyone entangled right now? Or not, sorry, restrained. Entangled would be a different.
No one is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
In that case, there is nothing else currently. I would like to hold my movement in case something happens. Is that okay?
I'll allow it. Yeah.
I would just like to try and, because there's something basically, I'm going to tell you what I would like to do. If something else gets entangled, I would like to see if I can dive in and pull it away.
That's more than movement.
That's true, and I've already used my actions. Never mind, nothing.
Okay, you got it.
You are correct. I apologize.
I will say, because I said I will allow you holding your movement, I still will allow that just in case.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Zed, you were up, and then we were back at the top of the order.
All right. How close is everybody to the last enemy?
How close is
within-
everybody, or how close is you?
Now, how close is everybody? Are they like within 10 feet of it?
Don't know if I like this question.
I am certainly not.
Everybody within 10 feet?
Yeah.
Tell me your intention, what you're looking to do. 'Cause
So
you're included in everybody, so you're definitely not within 10 feet.
So, yeah. So I was thinking about doing Hail of Thorns on my
gotcha.
attack.
Cool. Yes, you can position Hail of Thorns to, I believe. Let me just make sure. Hold on. This is one of the weird ones.
Because I want to make sure I don't hit them.
So you hit a creature with a range open type for a spell, and spell creates a range for space. Which is a normal effect attack. Target attack. Each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex saving throw. I will say, because Riaris rolled a nat 20 on that medicine check in like just unbelievable time. If Riaris fails, if Riaris and Kaelinor fails the dex save, Riaris would take both those damage from that, as Riaris is just full on, just covering Kaelinor.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Dex. Oh, yeah.
And this thing's not looking that hurt, right?
It's not looking that hurt. This is a point that, as a DM, I'm going to remind you all, you can run away from a fight.
That is true.
And Kara will watch your back. Like, I will help you from, like, get out of here, go. Like, I can very easily get
Not
away.
waiting for stragglers or anything. Just certainly.
You can always run away from a fight.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this without the thorns.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my blowgun, and my range is 25 to 100.
Cool. So it's going to be with disadvantage.
Okay.
And the... Yeah, so the Fish's Mockery is disadvantage on its attack roll, so not this one. So yeah, you have disadvantage on this attack. Yeah, you can make your full movement coming forward if you want.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
I think
too.
you're still having disadvantage, but 10, 20, 30. Or 30, yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll that attack with disadvantage.
Oh.
Do you have... I already forget what Ebb and Flow does. Yeah, okay. Cool.
So that'd be 18.
18 to hit with disadvantage?
Yeah, because the first one was a nat 20.
Nice.
Dude, you and your disadvantage rolls is so good. 18 hits.
You're like better
Alright.
when there's disadvantage. Just like, all right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you
which
don't
is-
think I can do it? Mhm.
Which is literally impossible. Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be 7 damage. My blowgun does piercing, but I also want to do cold damage as well.
From the from Ebb and Flow?
Yeah.
You got it. Cool. Seth, so the cold damage that you do is 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Becomes halved to 1, as it is resistant to cold damage.
Okay.
So that's a total of 6?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. I would say worth knowing its resistances on that, so to take 1 less, or 2 less.
Or no, that would be 5 damage, because my blowgun's 4.
Okay, alright. 5. Okay. Alright. Hold on. What? Huh, that's weird. Blowguns are weird. Just make sure when you go back, you definitely pick up that other random, or that thing that Riaris is carrying around.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go back to the place to rest.
Take that weird thing. Cool. Okay.
Cards over there carrying other birds.
5 damage. Ka just hears the DM saying "cause."
Calling from the heavens.
Am I hearing new moons, ravens? Is that what's
Beaver's gonna take this moment to say, "You guys got it," and he's gonna run off.
About time.
You did more help than I thought.
He did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is
Still
Ogra's
a
turn,
fish.
and then Kaelinor's on deck with how many hit points, Kaelinor?
A beautiful 5 hit points.
Beautiful 5 hit points.
Can you turn the lazy Susan around a little bit?
Absolutely do that.
There we go. I was just trying to there. Okay, I was just trying to see a little better. And I'd like to run toward Kalinor for the 15 feet of movement.
Got it.
Am I right at her?
Nope, you're still within, still another 10 feet, I think?
Okay.
5,
Then...
15 feet.
Okay, then... Oh well. I will use bonus action to drop Wild Shape.
Okay.
And then, bonus action, I'm going to, Healing Word Kalinor.
You can't use 2 bonus actions in a turn.
No, wait, no, Then, sorry, just my action, Healing Word, sorry.
It's a weird rule, but you cannot use a bonus action for an action. I know, if I was designing the game, I would allow it, but...
I know, okay, then... I still need to drop Wild Shape to do some spells to help.
Sure.
Then I will... Best thing to do...
It's tricky because you either bonus action drop Wild Shape now...
Yeah.
And then have to go a whole turn with hoping that you're not getting attacked.
I need to help. I can't stay...
Which you won't, actually. You're not within range, so...
I will cast... I had good luck with this before. Ice Knife at it.
Roll me a survival or history check before you do that.
12?
12's enough. So you did see Zed's blowgun did cold damage and seemed to be resistant to that. So do you still want to do that?
Nope. Then I will use Thorn Whip. Yeah, I should be close enough for Thorn Whip.
I don't think you are. What's the range for Thorn Whip?
30 feet.
Oh, you might be. Hold on. Wow. Yeah, you are.
Thorn Whip.
Absolutely.
That is 19.
19 to hit. Definitely hits.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to pull this thing closer to you?
I gotta get it away from everybody.
You're pulling it towards
Pulling it
people.
right into us.
No,
I imagine the whip is going right over my shoulder. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. And it doesn't say you can. It says
Yeah, not... No, the way you sounded saying it is gonna do it no matter what.
it is going to do it no matter what. It doesn't say you can. It says if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
We could always see about running too.
I'm lost. Where are we running to?
I know.
Oh, we can,
That's a good point. You guys are lost. That is true.
Run where? I don't know.
I would allow Ogra to make a survival check to sort of figure out where they're all at in relation to the camp.
Okay.
I'll give you that for free.
Alright. Survival, you said?
Mm-hmm.
17.
17. Cool. You know that the direction the direction where Muffins is the direction you need to go.
I'm going to yell that to everybody. Where Muffins is, you gotta go that way straight to get away from this thing. And then I am just gonna be doing this to try to get the creature's attention so they'll stop attacking Riaris and Kalinor. And that's all I can do.
So you don't want to do any action?
I don't have any other actions. I don't have that great of spells. Everything else would hurt them.
Yeah, that's tricky. Just give me 1 second. Let me look at.
The difficult terrain was really screwing me over.
That's my job.
Mm-hmm.
You have chill touch.
I have to touch the thing though.
Actually, so super weird. Chill touch is neither chill nor touch. It's 120 feet range.
Okay, they really need to rename some of these things to stop confusing people. And then, sorry for taking so long with this.
No, you're totally fine. Chill touch is the weirdest freaking labeled spell
We're
ever.
scraping the bottom of the barrel of things to do.
You
here.
really
It's all
are.
good.
You really are.
Yeah, just going.
What are these obscure things I could do? Ugh.
Then, yes, chill touch on the thing. Um, 17.
Evan makes a good point. Because you rolled 19 on this, so it doesn't matter. If you want to use Thorn Whip, you can. So if the creature's larger or more, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. So that's a good point. 0 does count as the up to. So it's not the can, which is very annoying. Just put the can in there. But yes, apologies. You do not need to pull it closer to you.
Okay, then we'll just stick with Thorn Whip after all this discussion.
You got it. What's the damage on Thorn Whip?
6. So that'd be 5 points.
Okay. You got 5 points of piercing damage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Cool. Good looking out, Evan. Also, go on vacation. It's fine. Kailinor's saved. So sorry, Dave. So sorry, man. I hope I'm not giving you... listen, it's your fault. You can turn it off, okay?
Fuck you guys, man.
Evan said we had one job and we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Was this supposed to be an easy encounter for us?
Just don't die.
He's looking at my rolls, hoping I roll low.
Yeah. You have a very chaotic... I had this as a possible encounter. It's your chaotic friend down here that pushed this. Okay. That was useful because you at least know which direction you're supposed to be going. Kailinor, is your turn.
Okay, goddamn.
You are hurting. You are catching your breath right now. Yeah.
I am debating whether to book it, because booking it sounds like a great idea. Mentally and physically, I would like to leave. Please let me go home. But I cannot leave the frickin' thing there because it goes next. God damn.
I know, it's tricky.
Okay. Stupid idea. Not stupid, but I am gonna slowly walk in the direction Ogra has pointed at to leave, and then I'm also gonna, like, as I'm walking, turn around and throw a javelin at it.
Cool. You got it. So here's the only thing I will say, because I think I've been very nice as far as the idea of Riaris being able to take damage from what's happening on this, but this thing does have a 15-foot reach.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
So it has all the capabilities to be able to make an opportunity attack on you. So it would be doing that unless you took the disengage action.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, tap Riaris on the shoulder, be like, I appreciate you. I am sorry.
Go.
Disengage, gone.
You got it. 30 feet of movement?
Yes, please.
You got it. While I'm doing this, Riaris, tell me how you block this thing from attacking, as it will, like, try to, like, reach out to attack it, but mechanically speaking, it can't.
I think she would say that, but go, and kind of push, and then turn around and kind of block it with the shield, and just kind of spear through it or something with the lance or whatever. No, get it away, knock it away.
Yeah, you got it. Riaris turns, just says go. As you turn back around, you see something launching for it, and you just smack it out of the air with your shield, and then you just keep yelling go. Okay, so that is your movement, Kailinor. You technically have a bonus action if there's anything you want to do there.
There isn't really a bonus action
I
can do.
You might be spent. Okay, cool. Do you have any spells left?
I do, but not any good ones. They're all.
You have one that's very useful for this.
I do. Oh, command, maybe?
The one that
that's
is a bonus action.
But also
Action.
bonus action. Yeah.
Oh, expeditious retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll cast
mean,
it on myself and get a move on.
Nothing makes more sense. Yeah, to do that. Cool. You got it. So expeditious retreat. You can take a dash action. The bonus on each of your turn until this one you can. And then as a bonus action. Great. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense. Cool. 5, 10, 15. Oof. Gilnor's out of there. Assassin Bind's turn is doesn't have a face to look angry, but it looks angry. As is going to attack Riaris. That is not enough, I don't think. That's a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Riaris is full on looking like a straight up badass right now. As another shot comes in, Riaris, as you push forward into this thing, as it like tries to kind of attack him that's outside. As the end of the Assassin Bite's turn, Yoon is going to Eldritch Blast. And I think has one more beginner's luck, I believe. That's a natural 19 to hit. That's 7 points of damage. Oh, also. Okay. This thing is looking hurt now. Now, you guys could just say goodbye, which Yoon is going to do, but so 5, 10, 15, right there. Okay. Cool. Riaris, you're up.
So is this the only thing left to fight, or is there something else came up, or?
I mean, in game, you just had 3 assassin vines just
This
show
is like
up
the only active
random
threat
area.
that I'm seeing right now.
It's the only active threat, but like it's something that like you all want to kind of just keep in mind is the idea of like you're
Every
not
push
entirely
here
sure.
could be
like, yeah.
could be a problem. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh god. The minute.
Okay, so seeing that it is hurt, I think I want to move back 5 feet and then make an attack at it.
Cool.
17.
That'll hit.
Right. That's going to be 9 damage.
Let me do some math here real quick. It's looking really hurt.
Cool. And then I will just use the rest of my movement to run away. If it makes an opportunity attack, that's going to be how it is. But,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make that opportunity attack on you. Wait, did it already do it? No, it didn't technically do it mechanically, so we'll do that now. That's the same fucking roll. 15 to hit.
Nope.
15 gets you there. Incredible.
I know it doesn't have a face or anything, but I would give it kind of like a disappointed look of like, I'm so done with this shit as I try to just walk away. Just sneer.
You sneer at the essence of this thing. I
Right.
love it. Incredible.
That's it.
Man, what a I'm like shivering. Car, you're up.
All right, vicious mockery at it again.
You got it.
So it was.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, DC 14.
Natural 20.
Okay, it doesn't take any damage. And then I am flying the direction Ogra told me to because I am not going to. However, what I would like to do is not fly direct route. What I would like to do is circle above them to make sure they're safe.
Okay, I love that.
Even if it will freak Riaris out that they're almost dead and the vulture is circling them, I am trying to make sure they don't die.
Yes, absolutely. Cool. What's your fly speed?
30. I believe. Unless I'm wrong. Let me look. is my movement? It's the same as my walking speed. I'm sure it's 30. I just can't find it right now.
Okay, yeah, so that sounds right. Okay. That was Kara's turn. It is now Zed's turn.
All right. So, how far is it from me? Because I want to keep the range difference pretty good as we're like retreating.
So I think to not have disadvantage is what, 20 feet?
Yeah, it's 20 to 25 to 100.
25. Okay. So you were here. So it's 30 feet away right now.
All right. I'll do the disadvantage from where I'm at.
You can use Hail of Thorns now if you wanted to.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do that. Has it been a minute since I started Ebb and Flow?
No.
Okay.
A minute's 10 rounds.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's gonna be 15 to hit.
15 hits.
All right. So that's gonna be. So that'll be 7 points of damage, and this time instead of cold, I'm gonna do bludgeoning.
You got it. How does this thing die?
All right. All right. So as I breathe in, and I sling that biscuit down range, you see it slow motion as it passes all of them as they're running away. It goes right over the shoulder of yours and straight into one of those little flower faces. And
Incredible.
It just hits down the vine. You just hear, yeah.
And then the like Hail of Thorns sort of on this like,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it just starts raining down at that point.
Incredible. Okay, I'm going to roll 3d20s. The only thing that will harm you guys is a nat 20. 18. 17. And a natural 1. You guys are able to safely make it back to the goblin camp. So, as you are all huffing and puffing and trying your best to be able to keep your feet under you as you are pushing yourself from the swamp, eventually just like every once in a while sinking into this like swampy area that you have to pull yourself out of. But after I'd say not too long. I'd say about maybe like 20 minutes, you are able to make it back to this point of where you started. And you all kind of like look at each other as you are collected. You do not see Beaver among you.
The first thing Riaris is going to do when we get back is, no, I think he was in the mood of let's find a way to get back. But as soon as we get back into the safety, quote unquote, of the goblin hut, he's going to confront Zed and go right up to him like, Zed, you need to stop wandering off. Like, I get it, but enough.
Yeah, but we needed to find what happened here, and I found a living person that could tell us.
There may have been other ways. You could have told somebody. We could have communicated, and we wandered. This place fucking sucks. I don't know if you know that.
Hey!
Wandering in the woods is not great.
It was swampy.
Ogra, I think he means it's dangerous for outsiders. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Car. That's surely what I meant. Just, I don't want to stop the inspiration you get from finding things, but we need to not like be coming across you unconscious in situations.
Speaking of finding things,
Zed, roll me a perception check.
20.
Cool. As Riaris is scolding you, rightfully so, you hear most of what Riaris is saying. But you feel distracted as you see in the pack that he's carrying something sticking out, a small cylindrical object.
What is that on your back?
And then you just kept. What is it on my? No, this.
Yeah, what is that? I seen it
I would-
balancing somewhere.
It's we found it on the tree stump.
Oh.
Looking for you. It's like a
Can I
flute or
see it?
something. Yeah. But seriously, do you get it? Like, don't walk away. All right. Like,
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll do like a warrior scream or something. I'll practice with Ogra about that.
whatever works.
Zed, as you're looking at this thing, and Riaris, I think Riaris, you do keep, kind of trying to explain things, and but we see Zed, from Zed's perspective, everything just warbles out. Zed, roll me an Arcana check.
17.
17. Riaris offhandedly mentioned this thing as like a flute or something. Looking at the holes that are carved in here, you can see on either end clear, just tube. You can look out, see the other end on it. And you see that the holes that are carved on the sides, you put your hands to them and you recognize that they don't really match what you assume to be a flute. But you've been using your blowgun for a while. And I think in this moment you actually take out the other and you're looking at it. And there's also other stuff that's going to be going on for the rest of you, by the way. But this is Zed's moment here, as you're looking at this other one, and you think about the idea of being able to handle, if you were able to control the amount of pressure that you were able to push a dart through. All of these holes would help you do that. And with that Arcana check, you feel an overwhelming sense of like, this feels right. You're pretty far from any water for the most part, but especially ocean water. But you're pretty sure you can hear ocean waves as you're holding this thing. What do you do with it?
Probably gonna look around at it, flip it back and forth, hold it up, point it at the sky. Is there sunlight still, or is it darker?
It is darker. It's getting to a point where it's like kind of like in like a sunset sort of area, and you have that fog that's kind of drifting around. So the entire sky has this like kind of like coat over it of this orange, almost purplish hue.
All right. Is there anything that looks like a target around that's away from everybody?
Sure. Yeah. Looking around, you see there is the pile of junk that we mentioned before that was kind of a ways off. You see that there's a cloth flag that is like kind of like flipping out in the general sort of like shape of a banner, but it looks like it's probably just kind of jerry-rigged that way.
All right. So I'm probably going to lick my lips, get ready, slide a needle in there, and take a shot at it.
Got it. As you do so, one second. Roll me a D4, please. Excuse me. Roll me a D10.
7.
Okay. As the rest of you were collecting your thoughts and Riaris, I kind of feel like you might storm off. You feel like you kind of got through to this. You think about at one moment you're like, there's just a point where you just want to turn around and go, and another thing. And as you do so, you see one Zed in front of you, and then you see another, and about 30 feet away, kind of just standing out in the middle of broad daylight, and you see another that is under a tree nearby, all in the same position as you, and you hear the passive perception. I think everybody sees this.
Do these things remain after the shot?
They do.
Do they seem like ghosts to me or other Zeds?
Notably, they don't.
So they're other Zeds,
They
not
look like
ghosts.
other Zeds. Yep.
All right. That has my attention.
Are we all seeing this? What?
Yeah, 3, right?
Zed,
Whoa.
what is what's happening right now? What?
There's more of him.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how much you can do with the ship now that you have 3 Zeds who know what they're doing.
But they'll all go different directions. This is going to be difficult.
Zed, you look at you pull away, looking at the blowgun in your hand, and you look at the other figures that all seem to look at you, and you feel power. In the meantime, what do the rest of you guys do? As Zed has this extremely, extremely true. Oh, I love it. Amazing. A true autopilot. Yes, I love it. Incredible. As the rest of you are like taking a moment before that happens in your scenario, but you guys are kind of collecting yourselves as Zed is recognizing what he can do with this new weapon. Also, Drew, feel free to put the saltwater stalker.
It's pretty sick.
You have Captain Zed, then you have First Mate Zed, then you have Quartermaster Zed.
Since that's what we want to do,
Yeah.
Kara's gonna take a look at Kaelinor and see that they're not dead, which is good. And he's going to walk over to Riaris. But he approaches Riaris so that the other one is right between he and Riaris.
Hmm.
So the party thinks I'm talking to Riaris, but I look right in the other one's eyes and say, "Thank you for helping." And I continue to walk off.
Riaris, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, great. 'Cause
I'm
would love to know what I
okay if
know.
Riaris figures it out. I just want to keep it quiet.
Yeah.
14.
So stylistically, we kind of established that Talia is kind of always over you, so probably above you. So Carr is saying thank you, or thanks for your help. But with a 14, you know that he's talking above you. And Talia takes this moment to. I think this Ashwing. Yep. Nope. Definitely. This Ashwing can see me.
And as I'm walking away, I hear that,
Yeah.
and I just nod. letting
my
her
God.
know that I can hear her too.
Okay, so I'm a spirit and I'm a ghost, and it's very it's very difficult to freak me out. I am shivering right now, and I didn't even know I could do that.
Now
Is that
maybe
why
she
it just
wants
got
to-
cold all of a sudden? Like,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you hold your ear like feels super cold.
yeah, damp.
Yeah. Sorry. It's interesting.
And I'll go perch somewhere quietly.
Can he speak to us, or is he just hears what we say?
He seemed to understand what I was saying. I understood him, so. I'm getting an overwhelming feeling, even though that was extremely creepy for me. I want to make sure that that's very clear. We are in the right place.
And hearing her say that, Carr, who knew he was looking for something living but was attached to the spirit world, feels a little bit more comfortable with the party.
Incredible.
Vibe change.
Like, just hear that, I was like, okay, maybe I'm where I
Yeah.
belong too, because I'm looking for that. So maybe that's who I'm looking for. I don't know why, but maybe that's who I'm looking for.
Yeah. Talia says to you, perhaps when we gather for camp, if you allow me, I can possess your body and speak for you as we explain why we're here.
Wait, what?
Or you can say it. I was just
What
kind
happened?
of
What
allowing
happens when you
to
do that?
take
Am
an
I
autopilot.
like you? Am I what? How,
I don't know. I've never tried it on you. It might be. Maybe you join the
You
ethereal
could like
plane
warm
for
me
a
up.
little
I
bit.
thought like maybe we just have a conversation, or
So you're gonna be
take
like
control
you're
of the
probably gonna be
body.
really cold.
Well, I think.
Or you could do it. Or
I
you
think
could do it.
ultimately
It's
you're
fine.
right. No. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, right?
Okay.
That's gonna happen
Oh.
pretty soon, though. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, one more thing you should probably tell Zed, and we cut to that scene. What's Oak doing?
Ogra is gonna make her way to Kaelinor, and like, are you okay?
I've been better.
And she's going to cure wounds on you for 6 points of healing. Ogra's sorry she didn't get to you. She had to worry about Zed, and then she kept going down. And Ogra was making her way to you.
Sometimes in battle, you have to prioritize those closest to you. Zed needed it, but you have nothing to be sorry for.
Ogra just doesn't want to see Ogra's not presumptuous. That's right, Ogra knows some big letter words.
You do. You are very clever.
Well, you don't have to condescend me.
No, that wasn't condescending. Genuinely,
Ogra's not, like...
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. That's so good. Immediately defensive. Yeah, I love that so much.
Ogra knows where she stands.
Right.
But, anyway, Ogra knows we aren't friends, but Ogra wants, maybe, to have possibility of it. Because Ogra feels bad because she misjudged you at first. Ogra was just mad, but Ogra doesn't want to see people she likes or knows to be... She sees too much death in one time, and Ogra doesn't want to see it with you or anyone here. You were all very nice.
Kaelinor.
Perhaps. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you going to say? I want you to finish your thought.
No, I was just. I don't want to finish my sentence now.
Okay. Fair. You would want to maybe know this information before you say what you're going to say. Roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry. Roll me a check using your spell modifier.
Okay. 14 plus 3 is 17.
As Ogra's talking to you, there's a break in conversation. And you hear a voice enter your mind that couldn't come at a worse time. Where the fuck are you? And with a 17 insight check, you go to respond instinctively. And you stop for a second. Why would she ask that?
I think Kaelin. No, go on.
No, please go ahead.
No, I think sitting on that, thinking like, why would she ask me that? I think Kay is trying to just run through different, like trying to find out the reason a little bit, trying to like gleam a little bit more into that. Of like, okay, but why? You should know where I am. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. You should know where I am. You're always keeping tabs on me. To hear Aurelia?
Aurelia.
Aurelia.
Yes.
To hear Aurelia ask you, where are you? Something that she's never had to say. You think back to all the times she's randomly appeared before you. And inopportune moments, but moments that she knew that she'd be able to hold something over you, on being able to catch you in the act of something. You think back to memories of thoughts about just disobeying, and all of a sudden she seems to appear as if she like hear the thoughts in your head. Where the fuck are you? You look at Riaris. Riaris' eyes aren't glowing right now, but you see that flash come over his eyes. That connection. When you lost consciousness, and that random woman grabbed your hand and pulled you through. You've lost connection with Aurelia. But more importantly, she's lost connection with you. You think back to what is in your bag, what you are still holding on to. What do you do?
She mutters to herself, I could get rid of it. I could. And I think she just, even instinctively, not like that thought coming to her, like, I can get rid of it. She reaches for her bag. Even in present company, even though she shouldn't do it, it's instinctive.
Right in front of Ogra, you reach into your bag and you pull out the scroll of Dia Metalis. Something that everyone, except for Zed, and Ogra doesn't remember, but gets the look on everyone's face as Carr, Riaris, Yoon, You've all seen the scene where all of these figures have these scrolls attached to them. Kaelinor, you pull it out. What do you do with it?
I think she goes with her blade, goes to stab it, just kind of like tears it up.
The scroll that you have based most of your life's journey on. The connection, the only thing that connects you to family, friends, job, title, livelihood, sense of existence, duty. You find that you have no need for it anymore. The scroll that has everything that a follower Diamatalis needs. And you shred it. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week.